Hey everybody, welcome back to the final episode of Fan Mail Friday. We've got 2 totes of mail to go through tonight, and we're going to get started with this one right here. It is from Jim Lyons with the first one. KB, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us, everybody that is here already. Let's see what Jim sent in for our first package. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, I picked John Wathan as the cover card. I mean, what better card than the 81 Donruss one? I have probably like 50 of it sitting in my cabinet from the 81 Donruss break. All right, so inside here we have some top-loaded cards, and there's something in here. It might be a note. Not a note. There is some Christy Mathewson and Bill Veeck from the Ohio Baseball Hall of Fame. That's pretty cool. Nice stuff there. Thank you, Jim, for this. And let's check out these cards. J&W, how's it going, man? Did you get the package that I sent you? Your All-Star Game package? I hope it made it. I sent it, I think, was it Saturday? It might have been Saturday. It's not the channel. It's just, Richard, it's not the channel. It's just this series. We've been doing this series for a year. And it is, I got some other ideas that we can do. Maybe switch gears up a little bit and move on to different things on Fridays. Let's check out these cards. We'll see if there's a note in here. Kendall found 18 update in the back of the clearance bins at Walmart. That's awesome. The back of the clearance bin sounds like the stalker was probably hiding those for himself to go back and get later. There's a nice Hall of Fame package here. J&W says, I emailed you about it. Very excited to open it. Waiting to decide when to go live to open it. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that you're going live to open it. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow night. I know that I never stream on Saturdays. My brother never streams on Saturdays. That might be a good time for us all to get together and check it out. Sent you, some stuff to open up. Hopefully you pull something good out of there. Richard says, this channel has cleared my head so much since I've been watching and has got me back into collecting. That's awesome. Really appreciate that, Richard. And Austin says, found a bunch of update in clearance and pulled 2 Acunas. That's awesome, man. I found some update months ago, probably like 3 or 4 months ago at Walmart. And I don't know, haven't seen them since. But Austin, thank you very much for the nice super chat. Really appreciate that. There's an Ichiro. There's baseball coins. These were inserted into blaster boxes of archives. Pretty cool. Lots of good stuff here. I don't think... Oh, there is a note. So let's see what the note says. Whoops, says read first. Didn't see it till just now. Sorry about that, Jim. Let's see here. It says... Been a fan for over a year. Love what you're doing for the hobby. This is my first package to you and last. I've included some goodies for you in the Patreons. I collect rookies and Hall of Famers. I would appreciate if you could send me 2019 Heritage high number cards, packs, or a box, whatever you feel is fair. I'll keep watching if you keep up the good work. Thanks, Jim. No Heritage, 2019 Tops will be good too. Please no junk wax. I barely made it through that era. Thank you very much, Jim. I really appreciate that. And Steve, I really appreciate the $2 super chat there. Steve, send me an email, thejabsfam@gmail.com, and I'll hook you up, man. You sent me a nice package last week, and I really appreciate it. And I still have 6,000 baseballs sitting downstairs, so they are plenty. They are plenty. How about these ones? These are pretty awesome. Nice cards here. Really appreciate this, Jim. And look at this one. Ronald Acuna Jr Autograph. That is awesome, man. This is from Topps Archives. I actually repurchased this because my breaker sent this card to the wrong person. He got the breaks mixed up. And so I had to repurchase it. I still haven't sent it off yet. It's somewhere in all this other eBay mail. But that is awesome. This card, that's a pretty nice card. I love that one. And I'm going to set that aside possibly for a giveaway. I'd like to do some giveaways soon. That would be a nice one to give up. Ronald Acuna Jr. Auto. I think I paid like $200 for that card. So I'd love to give that one away to one of you guys at some point over the next couple months. Maybe we'll pick a nice round number, 45,000 subs, 50,000 subs, 55,000. We shall see. But Jim, really appreciate it, man. And I do have some high number packs laying around. Also, I just picked up a whole blaster case of Topps Series 1 today. They have a Blaster Palooza on Steel City Collectibles. It's like $200 for a whole blaster case, which comes out to like $12 a blaster. It's a great deal. You guys should check it out. So I definitely have some 2019 Topps packs, and I have a couple packs of Heritage high number laying around. I will send those out to you once I get around to all the other replies that I have to do. Really appreciate that. Next up, this one is from Jacob. Jacob Rizk or Rick. Sorry, I can't understand exactly what that third letter is, but I hope I said it right. Jacob, really appreciate that. Vincent, this is the last one we're doing for fan mail. It's not the end of the channel or anything. We're just moving in a different direction. You could still submit. If you would still like to donate cards, you still can. I'll still send them off to Patreon patrons. And 357 MAGA says, Austin Farmer is a true legend, a young guy with dreams. He wants to be a GM of an MLB team or a bench coach. I wish him the best. Eric, also, Yankees fans are horrible throwing debris at Astros players. That is ridiculous. 357 MAGA. I read an article today that Yankees fans were harassing Zach Greinke for his social anxiety disorder and depression, and there was Yankees fans getting thrown out of the game for that. Just kind of sickening. I mean, it's just a game. You don't have to, go that low. But thank you very much for the super chat, 357. Austin Farmer, definitely an awesome guy. And Yankees fans, clean it up there in New York. I know that you guys were ahead like 4-1, I think, last time I checked the score. Dave M says, how about follow the flip Fridays? That's not a bad idea, Dave. That might be fun. And Donald Blomdahl says, Eric, sorry I've not been here recently. Been very busy growing my channel to about 45 more to 1,000. I'll be there soon. Just wanted to say a heartfelt thank you very much for helping me get started out. Donald, I'll tell you what, man. I remember you when you were in here and you had like, I don't know, 50, 60 subs several months ago. Your channel was sure grown. I also remember going into some of your streams, you'd have like 2 or 3 people. Now you're like, 10, 20 times that. Keep up the great work, Donald. Make sure you get over there to Donald Blomdahl. You can maybe get him to 1,000 right now. We've got over 300 people in here. So I know Donald already has 955 subs, but if we could find 45 more people to sub to Donald, that would be awesome. And help him, get monetized so he can start making a little money for all the hard work that he does. So Donald, thank you very much. Thank you very much, True Seekers. Thanks and welcome to the stream. Let's see. Well, we've got 91 Fleer, so we'll just put that aside. Got some 91 Donruss. We've got some 86 Topps. We'll open this up. Actually, I don't know if I mentioned this before or not. I've got a lead on a huge cache of 1986 Donruss cases. That's full cases, 20 boxes per case, and there's like 20 cases, so 20 times 20, like 400 boxes. Somebody has them in their basement, and they asked me if I would be interested in buying all of them. So I have to make an offer. But 86 Topps, terrible set for rookie cards, unless you go for the Topps traded. But the base set is really crappy for rookies, unless you like Cecil Fielder or Harold Reynolds or Ozzie Guillen or Lenny Dykstra. But, I mean, the set is cool. You have that black border at the top, which makes getting a PSA 10 a lot tougher. But it's stocked with Hall of Famers, which is nice. So that's a pretty cool pack right there. Then we've got 90 Score. We've got 90 Topps. Joe says, open all the 91 Fleer. It's the last FMF. Why not? Joe, I don't think I could even do that. Good old 91 Fleer. I don't know if I want to do that to you guys on the last FMF. How about we do this one? Some 2019 opening day. Maybe we'll find a, I don't know, maybe an Acuna Jr card number 1 with the gold cup. Take a quick look at these. Kevin Jones says, don't forget about Vince Coleman. Yes, can't forget about Vince Coleman. Thank you for reminding me. Vince Coleman, gotta love him. There's an Altuve in there. Walmart had 3 resealed 2018 boxes. By resealed, do you mean they were searched? Gotta look closely at those. If you see any tape, there's a nice Kopech rookie. If you see any tape, like clear packaging tape on the you know, the original factory cellophane, don't buy it. Be very careful. That means it's been searched. People will buy them, take them home, search them, and then reseal them up. So it's a problem, and just be careful. So let's see. We have a note here. It says, hi, my name's Jacob, and I'm 12. Hope you like the cards I sent you. And if you want to send cards back, I love the Yankees. Thanks. And there's the auto on there. So I really appreciate that, Jacob. Thank you for the cards. We'll do one more of these packs. There's a Gary Sheffield rookie from 89 Tops. How about we do 87? Chet Bias is underwear resealed. That's interesting. All right, some 87 Tops. There's some nice rookies in 80, or not 87 Tops, 87 Fleer. Misspoke there. Also thinking about 87 Tops because the same guy that has those 86 Tops also has a bunch of 87 Tops. So I'd love to go there. All right, so we'll put all these back in your envelope. Really appreciate that, Jacob. The wasps are not gone, Chuck. So I'm just going to end up calling an exterminator to come out because more and more keep coming in the house. Sheffield Tops rookie has a variation. Pepino, what is it, man? I know that the 89 Upper Deck has the, there's that shortstop error card, but I didn't realize there was a variation of that one. I think I saw something from you in here, Pepino. We'll check that out in a little bit. All right, so that's package number 2 down. And since Pepino's in here, we might as well do his right now. This is from Pepino Man. Let's get this opened up. Dave says, at the flea market take, got a Derek Jeter 93 Upper Deck for 50 cents. That's quite a deal, man. My brother actually picked up that card for about, I think, 50 cents at an antique mall. Unfortunately, my camera died, so I never got a chance to upload or anything. So inside here from Pepino Man, we've got, oh, this is nice. Some armbands or wristbands from Father's Day. That's really awesome. Like that a lot. Very, very nice. Thank you very much for, I might actually wear those. That's super sick. I love those. Thank you very much. We also have a pair of glasses in here to keep the sun out of the eyes at the flea market if my camera glasses ever die. And we've got a stack of cards in here from Pepino. Make sure you check his channel out. You know what? I would just watch one of your videos and I was like, why didn't I think of that? He was filming himself opening update using a mirror so he could also, you know, have his face on the screen. That is an ingenious idea. Why did I never think of that? I also am not very computer literate and cannot figure out how people do that picture-in-picture kind of stuff. Dom says, hey, Eric, thanks for all you do on the channel and teaching them kids too. Dom, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And 357 Maga says, Eric, do you have a Jeter SP rookie card? Get one soon. I still need that one, 357 Maga. I looked at one at the Chantilly show, and it was $400, and I couldn't pay that, especially after my brother scored one for $150 last month. So I'm going to keep looking around. I'll try to get one. I might have to pay, like, I don't know, $200, but I definitely am going to get one soon because they are going to go up when he gets into the haul. And Greg Wyrock says, going to be a fun night. Going to miss Fan Mail Friday. Keep up the great work. Greg, really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. I do have a package from you. I saw that it is down there in the box somewhere. Where did that go? I'm pretty sure I saw it. We'll save that one for last, Greg, because I think I might have actually left it in my car because it didn't fit in the tote. But I know for sure that you sent one, so I really appreciate that. Let's see what we've got in here. What's the Jeter SP? That's the 93 SP with the foil background. Those are like $3,000 a box now. They keep going up. It is a really high in-demand card. check it out. The PSA 9 is a crazy amount of money, and the PSA 10, like, you can almost retire off of that. A Pack a Day says, unfortunately, I have to go already. I'm really sad to see FMF go, but I can't wait to see what else you have coming. Have a great night, everyone. A Pack a Day, thank you very much. Make sure you guys check out A Pack a Day and give him some subs. And also, JR at Missouri Cards. Missouri Cards says, junk wax is cheap. I think it will make a little comeback. People 40 to 50 years old getting back in the hobby. I agree with you, Missouri Cards. I've really kind of noticed that junk wax, usually I could find it everywhere for like $5 a box, and $5 boxes of junk wax are few and far between now. You usually have to pay like $10 to $12 for them. And I think that's because a lot of people are buying it up. A lot of YouTubers are making channels now and opening up on their channels. So there is more demand. And what happens when you have more demand? The price goes up. And also the supply is going down. So more demand, less supply, you're going to have higher prices. Chuck Chicago says, you've been great to all of us. Sorry to see FMF go. Chuck's really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Make sure you check out all 3 of those super chats. I really appreciate it, guys. Let's see what else we have from Pepino. Wilton Guerrero. I remember Wilton. Vladdy Guerrero, Wilton Guerrero. There's a nice Altuve. I haven't checked the email yet, KBs. I've been crushed with messages every day, so it's in there somewhere. I will check it out. There's some football players. You guys will know football better than I do, and some basketball players. Sports Card says, so sad to see this series ending. Thank you for everything you do for the hobby and getting me back into it. 3 to 100. Sports Cards 1991. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Make sure you guys check out Sports Cards 1991 and also give him some sub and help him get there to 100. So close. Dominique Jones. Here's a Deron Williams relic. That's pretty cool. And also, there's a Pepino Man sticker. That's pretty cool. Is that a sticker? That's a pretty cool product. I need to get some merch made like that, Pepino Man, like some stickers or something like that. Greg W. asked if he could open the package soon. I'm pretty sure I left it out in my car. But, Greg, if you need to go, I can probably summon my wife and have her run out there and grab it. If I remember, it was in a plain brown box, and I don't see one here, so I think I accidentally put it in the middle seat, so we'll track that one down. Brian K's up next. Thank you very much, Brian. Yeah, 1 cent sports cards. This is for real. Ghostface says, Mr. Jabs, thank you for all the great FMF videos. You are welcome. Thank you very much for your support. We'll still be doing live streams and stuff, just maybe do some other things. My brother is also ending his FMF. I gave him some ideas of what he might want to do. I don't know if I'm going to get writing credits, but I gave him a storyline that I think that he should try out. It's like, if you're ending FMF, you need to get rid of the mailman for good. So we might have some sort of epic standoff and conclusion with the mailman meeting his end. We'll see if he'd use my idea or not. I don't know. 357 Maga says, I have a PSA 8 1980 Henderson and a PSA 9 89 Griffey. I think the Henderson was much less produced than the Griffey. Henderson rookie card underrated. Yeah, you know, I don't know if it's underrated or not. I always consider the 80 Henderson one of the best cards of the 80s. Now, if you had a PSA 10, that's like a $30,000 card, $20,000 or so. PSA 989 Griffey, I don't know, that's worth much less in my opinion. PSA 89 Griffey, is that a tops or an upper deck? I know like the PSA 10 Griffey is like a $300 card. PSA 989 upper deck, not exactly sure what that goes for, maybe about 100. Let's check these out. It says, it's a shame that FMF is ending, but I have an idea to replace it. I'm always open to ideas. If you have any ideas, somebody actually suggested the Fan Mail Friday idea to me, so that's where that came from. A lot of stuff that I've come up with on the channel, it's been your ideas. Somebody else suggested Throwback Thursday, and went with that. Somebody suggested doing case breaks, so I was like, you know what? I'll try that out. I'll pick up this case of 2016 Optic, and we'll give it a try. So if you guys have any good ideas, I am always open for suggestions. You guys are much more creative than I am. It says, you can call it the Jabs training game if you like the idea. Participants would send you one card in a top loader, and each person would need to enclose a self-addressed stamped envelope, 2 50-cent stamps to make it easy for you to ship. You would rate each card best to worst by desirability and value, and the card the person sends you would get a card back in similar value in return. You wouldn't do this game every week, might be too repetitive, but just an idea that I had. That sounds like a pretty cool idea. My buddy Vince has a channel and has a great idea called Sports Cards for Kids to give young kids a chance to get some free cards of their favorite team. If they search Sports Cards for Kids on YouTube, the video will give them directions on how to get free cards by writing a letter to Vince. I usually send cards to the kids as well to help out. I love your flea market videos, Eric. Keep up the great work. That is what got me hooked on your channel in the first place. I live in California, so we don't have flea markets over here. Instead, we go to garage sales, and I call them garbage sales, of people selling their used clothing. It's pretty gross. I'm not a big fan of garage sales either. It says, I enclosed a bunch of cards that I found that are pre-1980s. No need to open those on camera. But I did enclose a pack of your favorite player on the front and a trivia pack as well. Open those two on camera. This is my first package sending to you, but hopefully not the last. Patreon member Brian. Thank you very much, Brian. Saw a couple super chats pop up there while I was reading that. Matera says, in honor of you, I broke 3 jumbo boxes of Update. Seems like Alonso, Tatis, and Guerrero like to hang out together a lot in packs. I will miss FMF. I'll have to remember that. We'll look for that. We're doing Jumbo on Monday night, it looks like. There's links in the description if anybody would like to buy into that. And Steve says, free Friday, take a break. Yeah, free day Friday where I just rest and don't do anything. That's not a bad idea, Steve. And then 357 Manga says, Cliff Clavin should be on John's last FMF to honor the mailman. That's pretty funny. Cliff is from Cheers, right? Believe it or not, I never really watched a lot of Cheers as a kid. I guess it was a little over my head. And TSB says, hi, all. Looks cool. Enjoy, TSB. Really appreciate that. Make sure you check out TSB Cards and give them some support, as well as 357 MAGA and Matera. I really appreciate the support, guys. And I see Patreon Pirate says, boom, Pirate is in the house. Let's get it. Patreon Pirate, thank you very much. Let's see what we got here. This is 1978 pack, it looks like, with Sandy Alomar Sr. on the top. 1972 Rookie Stars of the Yankees. That's pretty interesting. There's good old Mickey Rivers. Saw him way too often in Topps archives. Way too often. Bobby Cox. NCJ, how's it going? Roy Oler, Dave Roberts, Ted Ford, Bill McCool, Kurt Simmons, 62. There's a 72 Ron Hunt. That's pretty nice. So there's a 69 Rookie Stars card there. Bruce Sutter, 79. And then we have Doug Alt and some 73 cards, 71 Sonny Jackson, and a 75 Willie Horton. Brian Versetti says, how was my poster? Pretty good, man. I don't know if you'll have the best one in the class because you got to beat Angelica and Elizabeth. They are quite the good artists, but that doesn't matter as long as you do your best. Thanks for joining us. Jesus, Brian Versetti, one of my students, is in the house. We're doing a weather project right now where they have to make a visual aid and then present 5 days of weather of a Spanish-speaking country, all in Spanish, to the class early next week. Should be a great time. All right. Brickhead, that's a good idea. Some people suggested to me that maybe I should make a compilation and just do, maybe like a top 5 of the month or top 10 of the month or whatever. That will weed out all the Wathen packs and stuff like that. And a mess of things says, watch for my eBay email. A mess of things, I will have to keep a close eye. I'm terrible with eBay messages because I get so darn many of them from people like sending me pictures of their 1990 Topps cards and asking how much they're worth. And I had to do it at least once. I understand, man. Hey, at least there's a Ronald Acuna in there. That's awesome. And a Ronald Acuna Jr rookie card from Chrome. That is very, very nice. I'll probably put that in the giveaway pile too. I really appreciate that, man. And a Cal Ripken Jr. 92 score big head card. That's what we used to call those. Big head cards. Any word on the 79 Aussie from your TBT? You're going to have to ask Jared. I sent that to him about a week or two ago. I'm not sure if he sent it off yet. It usually takes a few months unless he, gets some sort of express service. But Jared R., if you're here, let us know when it comes back. Here's a trivia question. This player was on the USA team in the 1990s and later in his MLB career won an MVP award. Who am I? All right. Anyone have any ideas? He was on the USA team in the 1990s. And El Canon says Todd Helton. That's a great guess. You're probably right. Let's see. That's the only guess that I'm seeing right now. Is it Todd Helton? It's Jason Giambi, the Giambino. Gem Mint 10, 1991 Topps Traded. That's a nice one. Used to like this card. I like 91 Topps Traded a lot. Very nice card. What year did he win the MVP? Was it like 2002 or something like that? I feel like it was the early 2000s. Jason Giambi. Very nice card. Really appreciate all this, Brian. Thank you so much for the support. All right, moving on to package number 3, 2000. Okay. Good job, everybody. This next one is from Robert J. Morris. And JB just became a member. JB, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you, man. Won it with those 2000 A's. That's awesome. All right, let's see here. Major League Hats, what's up? How's it going, man? Let's see what we've got. Don't worry, we'll still be live. Usually try to go live at least twice a week, so probably live on Wednesdays and then live maybe some other day. A mess of things. Pirates purchase not on purpose. I saw you bought them. I was like, wait a minute. Please proceed to proliferate my proceeds to the plethora of other Pirates purchasers. Thanks. Give to the hit list. Thank you very much, a mess of things. I did see you pick up the Pirates. And I was like, what is this about? Is he giving up on the A's that easily? So you want me to donate them to other folks? I'll do that. Thank you very much, a mess of things. Really appreciate that. Cardman, every super chat shows, no matter how small, the ones that are $5 or more stay on the screen for an extended period of time. The smaller super chats, $2 ones, sometimes scroll by, and I'm looking for yours, and now I see it. Cardman John says, I miss FMF. You got me started. Thanks. Cardman John, really appreciate the $2 donation. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys check out Cardman John. Just scroll back up to like 9:30, back a couple minutes, and you will find his channel. Give him some subs. And BFishin3 says, no more FMF. What are we going to dump our... Where are we going to dump our Wathans now? And it says, maybe we'll do you a favor and do the Mantle Ocean dump. Hate to see FMF go, but looking forward to new content. Yeah, that's another reason I want to do this. It's going to be a little more challenging for me to come up with different and new content. FMF it's a fun video to do, and it's very easy to do too. I mean, you just basically no prep. You just go to the post office, pick up the packages, come into the office here, and just start ripping. So challenge myself a little bit as well. It says, laugh out loud surprise. Something special is in here. So I'm guessing it's John Wathan, but we shall see. Maybe it's... Yeah, you can still send mail, Roby. I'm just not going to do the series anymore. It is this thing for... This isn't probably for me. I'm guessing that is for my daughter. So I will just put that back in there and see if she knows anything about that. Kitty Queen. Start a little pile for her. Chad Hopkins says, Eric, thanks for all you do. Always behind you, buddy. Chad, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And in here we have some like benches, like toy benches. Primant is here. Primant says, I am sad to see you and John and FMF. Look forward to what you change this to. We'll be sending things your way still, maybe a Wathan Wednesday for the ball, bat, and others you've received in the past, present, and future. Primant, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, my brother and I were talking about it. We still might do maybe fan mail monthly and just do maybe a highlight or two. Usually that's what most other channels do. They just do it sporadically with maybe I'll put in my eBay purchases and start doing those, and you can see what I picked up on eBay and switch it up a little bit. And what is this stuff? Major League Hats is hoping for a little basketball. I don't know anything about basketball. Are these card holders? I'm here thinking they're benches. Now I feel stupid. I think they're supposed to be card holders. Yeah, look at these benches. I'm pretty sure they are card holders. I don't know if they're for top-loaded cards or graded cards, but that might be what they are for. We have a Ozzie Smith and a one-touch. What's this, 90 Sportflix? 1990 Sportflix. That's pretty interesting. 1990 Sportflix. Brian says, hey, Jabs, we're going to win our wiffle ball tournament. Man, if I'm on the mound, definitely. Can't wait for that. That's my favorite part of teaching is wiffle ball tournaments. Love getting out there and just carving people up, especially you baseball players that think you're going to dinger off of me, just throwing you 20-foot breaking balls. How about an Anthony Alford printing plate? That's pretty awesome. A 1/1 Anthony Alford printing plate. Very nice. From 2016 Bowman Draft. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without a John Wathan and a one-touch. So I don't see a note in there, but I really appreciate that, Robert. Thank you very much for the cards. We'll get these. I'm assuming these are stands. And go like that. I'm here thinking they're like benches or something, like a big weirdo. For like, I don't know, G.I. Joes. I don't even know what you would do with those. Put your action figures on them or something. Brian says, you're going to strike everyone out and then hit bombs. I don't know. I don't hit bombs in wiffle ball. I'm more of a line drive hitter for some reason. I used to hit bombs when I was younger. I used to have a real uppercut swing, but I guess with my age, I've somehow got, I don't know, better at line drive, and that's not good. I'd rather be hitting bombs. Materva says, sorry for the Wathan. Please don't hate me, Materva. I don't hate you, man. I appreciate it. It's the last FMF. You got to send your Wathans while you can, right? And Austin Farmer says, triple play is my John Wathan. Thanks, John. So now, thanks to my brother, you're getting triple play left and right. That is kind of funny, I guess. And also, I'm sorry to hear that. That kind of also sucks. But triple play, 2013 triple play, one of the worst sets of all time. I debated for a long time whether to do triple play or 91 Fleer. Here's the note, by the way. It says, I hope this arrives to you before the last Fan Mail Friday. I wanted to start off by thanking you for getting me back into the hobby of baseball card collecting. I was an avid collector as a kid up until the mid-90s. I had forgotten the pure joy of opening a pack of freshly made cards and discovering an awesome hit. I broke down this year and bought a box of Panini National Treasures. After watching your break of that product, I was very hesitant about opening my box for fear that I would have a dud. However, one night I recently broke down and decided to break it up and see what I got. I was so happy that I did. I ended up receiving 2 Hall of Famers, Eddie Murray relic out of 25, and a Rod Crew relic out of 10. I also got a Kevin Newman dual relic auto out of 5 and a Chris Sale relic out of 25, a 1/1 black printing plate of Jose Abreu and a dual relic auto of Pete Alonso and a jumbo relic Ichiro Buka. You can't beat that. Usually with National Treasures, what I've seen is they put the worst cards first and kind of work down to the great stuff. It sounds like your last 2 cards there were amazing. It says, I recently purchased a 3D printer and thought that I could make something that would perhaps be useful to you and your channel. Enclosed are the 35.1 touch card stands. If you like these, I'm happy to make more for you, whatever color you'd like. I also have included some one-touches to show as an example. That's pretty awesome. It took me a while, Robert, but I was eventually able to figure that out. It says, thanks again for everything you do. It's incredibly fun to watch. You get excited when you pull a huge hit. Please keep up the great work. And Hardwood says, have you ever tasted a Materva? Saludos de Miami. So, no, I haven't. And he says, greetings from Miami. Hardwood, thank you very much for the donation there. And a mess of things says, follow the flip Fridays. I would love to do follow the flip, but with YouTube's new, rules and regulations, I don't think it's legal, actually. Materva says, there should be a note. We've got it. Thank you very much for all this, Materva. Very, very nice of you. And that's a cool idea. Maybe you could start your own little business there and start selling those one-touch stands. Pretty nice. I like it. Definitely is a little more professional, I guess, than just laying them on the brake pad in the background. All right, let's go to the next one. My brother is here. Did you get the your FMF done, your last one? I mentioned how I gave you an idea for the mailman. I'm interested to see if you use it or not. 357 Maga says, Eric, are you familiar with Foo 3112? He got a PSA 6 at the National. I did see somebody that picked up a PSA, I don't know if it was a 6, but a high-grade PSA mantle. And that might have been the guy whose video I was watching. I don't remember the name of that video. But I think he said that he had like a house or something that he inherited or had from a previous, I don't know, life change or whatever, and he used some proceeds from the house. I don't know if it's the same guy, but it might be the same guy. I was watching a video about the mantle. All right, this next package, I forgot to even mention who it's from, so I do apologize for that. My brother's going to do his last one next Friday, the final showdown with the mailman. That's going to be an epic one. This is from Mike Z. Fitzy says, when's the Topps update break? Thanks for asking. Topps update is coming up on Sunday night. We're going to do the hobby cases that I have. And on Monday night, we're going to do the jumbo cases. So if you'd like to buy into those, the hobby is sold out really quickly for the most part. There might be like a team or two left. But I just put the jumbo for sale last night. So the links are in the description if you'd like to buy into that. And Back of the Game Collecting is here. BITG says, YouTube All-Star Wiffle Ball Tournament. I'll be awaiting my invite. That is a great idea, Back in the Game. I would love that. If we could find, I don't know, find a central location where we could all meet up. And we might have to, I don't know, have like divisions like Eastern Division, Western Division, Southern Division, because I don't think a lot of people are going to want to drive up to like Pennsylvania for a wiffle ball tournament, but that would be a great idea, and it would be great exposure for all the different YouTubers to kind of like, get, collaborate and get subs from the other YouTubers and stuff, and that's a great idea. I like that idea a lot. Maybe if my wiffle ball videos take off, we only did one of them, but that might be something that we could do. And 1 Cent Sports Card says, it's the end of an era. Slam Jabs like button. Let's make this his most thumbs up stream ever. Thank you, Jabs. Looking forward to the next adventure. 1 Cent Sports Cards. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Make sure you guys check out BITG and also 1 Cent Sports Cards. And we've got a nice box topper here from Robbie Cano. Glassworks from Gypsy Queen. That's pretty cool. That is very eye-catching for sure. A Mess of Things says, Tim, make sure to count my artist auto. Yep, do not forget, he did get a hit that I overlooked because it was an artist autographed hit, and it was almost camouflaged. It was tough to see. I didn't catch it, but A Mess of Things did. Cole Tucker. Got some Pirates here and Mike Trout. Gotta love Mike Trout cards. Josh Bell, some more Buccos. There's that guy who we won't discuss. Major League Hat says, thank you, Jabs family and everyone. Gonna miss FMF. Also, thank you for the help. Almost to 1K. Only 24 more. Thank you, everybody. So let's see if we can get Major League Hats there tonight. We've got over 400 people watching right now. And, yeah, maybe we can help Donald Blomdahl and Major League Hats both get to 1,000 in the very last FMF. There's a nice Cuts relic. I like that one a lot from the museum collection. That was a nice break. That was a fun one. And Dale Murphy, Yusei Kikuchi, 93 Topps draft pick design. Let's see what we've got coming up next. Rowdy Tellez. Dragon Fan Tim says he's got a lesson planned for next Friday. That's pretty awesome. I still might be live Friday. I can't decide if I want to do flashback Fridays and do case breaks of like, not the new stuff. I always like to do the brand new stuff the day it comes out, or at least the week it comes out. But maybe some of the newer, older stuff, like maybe some cases of like 2017 or 2016 stuff that we missed out on. Maybe stuff from the dark era of collecting, which for me, my dark era was probably from like 99 up until like 2014 or so when I stopped collecting for the most part. Steven Gonsalves auto there. Kevin Newman auto. And El Canon says, Eric, have you ever opened stuff sold by the Ty Cobb estate? Also, everyone, check out Primant, Passes Live, Major League Hats, and Philip Oldenburg and Donald Blomdahl for Legitski content. El Canon, thank you very much. I have not ever thought about that, or even, it hasn't even crossed my mind. So El Canon, I'll have to look into that. Thanks for the tip. The Ty Cobb estate sells stuff. I will definitely look into that. That might be a cool video idea. Always like it when you guys can give me ideas for new, fresh comment, because I'll go out and do it if I think it's going to be worthwhile. And someone asked about Google Pay. I don't have Google Pay. I only have PayPal. They're sold through eBay, so if eBay lets you pay with Google Pay, then yes. I know you can pay with a credit card on eBay, right? Hey, there's Tim Reuter says, can my son Will please have a shout out? Love your videos. Will Reuter, shout out to you. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I said your name right this week. I try to remember from last week. Here's the note from Mike. It says, Mike Z here, Zivon from New York City. Been collecting cards since I was 7 years old in 1977. Diehard Yankees fan. Got to be happy tonight. Your Yankees had to lead when I started the stream. Found your videos in early 2019. and never miss them. Thank you. When I was 13, my stepfather sold everything because of some demons that he had been battling. It was heartbreaking. All the rookie cards gone from the Stars from 1960 to the mid-'80s. Got back into collecting when Aaron Judge was a rookie back in 2017. My modern collection is really good, and I wanted to share some with you and the fans of Jab's family. Take care and happy card hunting. Mike Z, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. You sent some great stuff here. Fans always love getting these relics and autos and numbered cards and stuff, so I really appreciate that. Those will get inserted into some Patreon packs this coming, I don't know if I'll get to them this week or next week. Hopefully at the end of this week I'll start sending those out. I have some retail cases of update coming. I want to populate the $15 tiers and up with a lot of those because everyone wants update. That's the hot thing right now. All right, next up we have this one from D. I don't know. D. Shaver? D. Shaver or Shaver from Iowa. And High Octane Card says FMF will be missed. Just started my own channel, NASCAR centric, but we'll do all sports. First giveaway at 100 subs. High Octane Cards, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Give me a second and let's open this one from D. Shaver and see exactly what it is. Chet Lemon says his dad gave away his Pog collection. And Adam says 2007 rookie stars are fairly cheap with a ton of hits. 2007's, I kind of like that design. Has the black border. 2007 Topps, was thinking about that. So I worked my way through this package. There's multiple bubble wrapped things. It says, please read the note on the air. This is from D. Shaver, or Shaver. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Inside here we have a large eBay package. And there's also a book in here. It says, for you or to give away. It's a Barry Bonds and Roberto Alomar book. I think I might have actually bought this book at a school book sale back when I was in like middle school or something. That's pretty cool. I'll probably give this a quick read. And thank you very much for that. Really appreciate that. From D. Let me see here. Where am I at? I gotta keep that book with your stuff. Oh, there'll always be a video, Tim. There's always a video. I just don't know what I'm gonna do yet for Friday. It could be anything. And Mill 2K11 with a $100 super chat says, still loving your breaks, Eric. One day, maybe I'll even buy into one. Keep up the great content. Getting close to 50,000 subs. Mill 2K11, I really appreciate that. I would love to have you in a break one of these days, Mill. By all means, if you send me, I need to get like your contact information so I can, talk to you easily. I would love to give you a free comp break because you've been so kind and generous. So we need to exchange information. I guess if you want to send me an email, Mill2K11, just, I don't know, leave a comment on my last video from your YouTube account with maybe the first couple letters or characters of your email address, and then send me an email from that email address so I know it's you. That way I'll know that it's the right person. So people, people have always tried to steal offers like that before. They'll impersonate you and be like, hey, it's Mill2K11. Please give me all these teams in this break or whatever. But I really appreciate that, Mill2K. Like I said, I'd love to give you a comp spot, 2, 3, or 4, 5, or 6. You've been so generous. Yeah, hit me up. I'd love to get your contact information. All right, so inside this note, this is from D. Shaver, or Shaver. It says, I as well was born in 1980 and was a season ticket holder of the Clinton Lumber Kings. Holy crap, Lucas Babcock says, loved your reaction on Wednesday night. Hopefully, this ends up being the top super chat again. Lucas, thank you very much. $150 super chat. Make sure you guys go click on Lucas's very generous donation there. Give him some support. I'm glad that you liked the stream on Wednesday night. Love doing those breaks for you guys. They're fun for me. I consider myself more of a fan than like a professional breaker, so I do get a little overexcited sometimes. And Lucas, really appreciate the support. Make sure you guys check Lucas out once again. That is very, very generous. Oh, all right. So, and a message thing says, 007 Big D, is that you? Well, maybe we'll get the name here. Really appreciate that, guys. A mess of things, Mill2K, and also Lucas. You guys are very, very generous. This says, so he's a season ticket holder for about 5 years before the birth of his son. Since watching your videos, you have spurred my collecting of cards again. I am reaching out to you as I would love to do an SGA down at the stadium, SGA special giveaway. If I can sell over 4,000 cards on my eBay account by the end of January, I will be doing an SGA. Is that what that stands for? Whenever I see SGA on eBay, it's a special giveaway down there in 2020. If you can help, my eBay is, there we go. So if you want to help out D, and does it say the name on the back? It's Derek. So now we got the name there. This is Derek. Time to take Mrs. Jabs out. Awesome way to FMF. I was thinking about, you know, since FMF is ending, it's going to be a lot easier to maybe like get out for the weekend and do stuff. But my wife wanted to go to the museum today, and she didn't even ask me because she's like, I knew that you had FMF, so I didn't want to ask you. But there's some like Halloween party in Pittsburgh at a museum, and we went last year, but she didn't ask me this year, and I kind of felt bad about it. So I guess it'll open up more time for me and the missus, so definitely. So there's the eBay right there. Is it Jialong? Jialong. Check it out. Trying to sell 4,000 cards so you can do an SGA. On the back, it says, thank you very much for all you do for the hobby. Also, thank you in advance to all that bought my cards, helping me reach my goal. Thank you, Derek Jialong on eBay. There's an envelope in the bottom of the box for you and your brother. Okay, we'll check that out. And you can show my address as well. Those P.O. boxes are always very showable because, you know, it's not your home address. There it is. P.O. Box 482, Albany, Illinois. Let's see what Derek has sent us. Make sure you check out his eBay there. And inside, Mill2K11! Thank you very much, man. It says, by the way, I forgot to add, I love your 99 Bowman break. Sticky as it was a memorable set for me as I saw Soriano a ton live way before he was a Yankee. That is, where'd you see him at? Was he in the minor leagues with like Trenton or something? I'm pretty sure you said you were from Eastern Pennsylvania. That is very generous of you. The 99 Bowman break for me last night was a battle to get through that. Quite honestly, a lot of times in the back of my mind, I was thinking I should just stop this right now, but it's already 11:30 p.m. and people are waiting to see this. The cards were so sticky. It was very, very annoying. Luckily, the stacks were only like, I think $7 for like the Series 1 and $11 for Series 2. So it was very cheap. If anybody wants their money back and you don't want those cards, by all means, I'll just keep them and you can have your money back. There was like, I think 6 different people that bought into that, but it was brutal because of the sticky cards. And I didn't want to like ruin the cards and rip them apart and have extreme paper loss. But I really appreciate that. Mill2K11 Soriano, before he was a Yankee, I guess in the minor leagues, he definitely was a beast. How many career home runs does Soriano have? Like 400 and, is it 400? I don't know if he quite got to 400 or not. He definitely was up there. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer like I mentioned in the 99 Bowman break last night, but that was a brutal break, and the analytics on that break are pretty terrible. Out of the last 10 standard videos that I've uploaded, that's in last place. And I don't blame people for not wanting to watch a brick break, because that's what it was. So, Mill2K, thanks very much, man. Like I said, do not forget to get in contact with me. We have to exchange information so I can get you into some of these breaks on the comp side. Mike Bell is the next Pirates manager, says 357 MAGA. That is David Bell's brother, Mike Bell. Possibly he is a contestant. Personally, I think that it's going to be probably Jeff Bannister, former manager of the Texas Rangers. He's been with them for a long time, the Pirates and their organization. And Kevin says, I can't believe I watched the Bowman break, Super Bricks. Yeah, the Bowman brick break. That's what it was. Joe Yankee says, Eric Jabs for new Pirates manager. John is pitching coach. Maybe. That would be very, very fun. And Matt M, there he is. Matt M, long-time watcher of the channel, and glad that you're back, man. Matt says, it's missing a few O's, but I love you, man. Matt, thanks very much. Sorry once again about your Braves. I thought about you when I saw they were eliminated, but you know, you got a great team and you guys are going to be back in it for years to come. Hey, maybe it'll be like the 1990s all over again. We shall see. You've got a great core there. So thank you very much, everybody, for your support. Let's get through these. A mess of things says, found 2017 Series 1 behind clearance tray at Wally. Yeah, what's with that? People are hiding packs like crazy. I mentioned that to you guys in one of my videos, that you need to really search when you go to your Walmarts. See if those boxes have anything hiding behind them. Lucas with a $300 super chat. Says, boom, 550 in 3 days. Lucas, thank you very much, man. I don't know what to say, Lucas. It says, boom, 550 in 3 days. Laugh out loud. Lucas, again, I'd like to get your contact information also and comp you some breaks too. That's very, very generous of you, Lucas and Mill2K. Dang, man, I am speechless right now. And Kevin Jones says, most of the unopened product from that era is probably ruined. Those are nice cards too. Yeah, a lot of those cards, I don't know if it's heat that makes them do that or moisture or what. Something in the way they were stored. Basically, if they weren't stored at like room temperature in a nice climate-controlled area, they're probably going to be bricks. But Lucas, man, I can't get over that. Wow. So, Derek, I apologize that it's taken us a long time to get through your package here, but it's more time for your stuff to be on screen. Jai Long, we got to check him out and buy some of his cards. Really appreciate that. And what's the most you can super chat? Russell, I mean, I think, I don't know exactly. The largest one I ever received was 301, I think, from Mill2K. And obviously you guys don't have, you guys have way more, you've donated way more than you, I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. You guys have supported me so well. You guys can just sit back, relax, and watch the break. And go ahead, and I need to get your contact information so I can comp you guys some update. Or if you guys even want to, we can comp you some what's after update. Triple threads, which is really nice. I'd love to give you guys some spots in that. And just have to get your information. But like I said, people will try to steal a nice offer like that. So make sure you leave a comment from your eBay, or not your eBay, from your YouTube account in my last video with just your first couple letters of your email address so I know that it's you. Donald Blomdahl, Major League Hats, you guys are racing right now. You two guys are racing to 1,000. Donald Blomdahl needed 45 and Major League Hats needed 24. Let's see if we can get you guys there. Who's going to get there first? I'd like you guys to both get there at the same time. Anaheim Skip, Cards and Fun says, Sticky was awful. Had to happen to a 93 Upper Deck Jeter. Man, I am terrified that the 93 SP $3,000 box that I have is going to be all bricked up. I will literally cry if that happens. I bought a 93 SP box, and we'll be breaking that open sometime within the next couple weeks or months when the Jeter Mania reaches a fever pitch. A Mess of Things says, don't forget the tortoise, slow and steady. A Mess of Things, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Yep, you are definitely longtime supporter, steady supporter also. I really appreciate that. We got a whole bunch of the, what are these anyway? These Midwest League cards. Maybe we'll find some star in there that's, you know, I'll probably save some of these because we do have a lot of other packages to go through. Got some 1968 cards in here, which are always cool to have. People like their 68s. Gotta just do a quick check. You never know if maybe there's a nice Johnny Bench hiding out in here. Nolan Ryan would be crazy. But we'll check them out. Mario Wills is a nice one. He had a great career. Gene Alley, Phil Necro. Donna Blomdahl says, good night, all, and now the time is near. The end of FMF as the last episode comes to an end. Looking forward to what the replacement will be, maybe Super chat heaven. Donald Blomdahl, thank you very much. Guys, make sure you check out Donald's channel. He's closing on 1,000. Oh, we've got stuff drawn on these. I'm going to have to take these off camera because I've had people send me stuff like this before with inappropriate pictures on them. Looks like it's just like glasses some kid drew. Always got to be careful. You might have not have realized those were in there. My brother had an incident with some cards with topless women sent to him. He was telling me about, so always got to be careful. Let's check out the rest of these. And Jyalong on eBay, don't forget. Hunter, that's a great question. I'm scared of 2001 tops because they're bricks often. Let's check out what's in here real quick. 2004, I have a few boxes of 2004 tops update, which has the King Felix rookie card in there. Hey, there we go. Barry Bonds rookie. Love this card. And there's another one. Love that card so much. I always buy it. Usually I can find it for $1 at card shows or flea markets. It's usually what I pay. I mean, I probably have like 500 of it, and I always pay $1. Sometimes I'll get it for 50 cents. I think the best deal I ever got on, I got a whole bunch of them at an antique mall for like 33 cents a piece or something like that. They're like 3 for $1. And got Bob Bull and a 1954 Harvey Haddix from Jyalong. Jabo, how's it going, man? There's a link in the description if you'd like to go check it out. I have never seen this. Ronald Acuna Jr. 87 Topps design. How about that one? Rated rookie. That's pretty awesome. 2011 Topps update super chat box break soon. Beef Fishing. Thank you very much. I'm trying to track down another one of those boxes from 2011, but they're all like $4,000 now. It's crazy how much they've gone up. And Maddie says, tough loss for sure. Take positives and go again next season. Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. You guys have a nice team, and I think you're going to be back for years to come. Brian's back. Look at all these Acuna Juniors, 87 rated rookies. These are awesome. I've never seen these before, and I don't see a brand on these, so I don't know if they're like custom-made cards. But that's actually a pretty cool card. And it's made, oh, it is a custom-made card. Custom rookies. That's pretty cool. Sometimes you can see those on eBay. People making their own cards. I don't know if that's legal to do that since you're using the 87 design, but it's still a cool idea. I guess if you're not selling them and trying to make money, it might be okay. I'm not exactly sure. Probably not, but still cool. Fernando Tatis Jr., first Bowman card. People forget he was with the White Sox and was traded to the Padres for James Shields, which will go down in White Sox history as one of the worst trades of all time. Hey, Cameron, you just subscribed. I appreciate that. Glad to have you aboard. Always like to see that number go up a little bit. It's kind of annoying now. YouTube changed their whole like way they account for subs. Now, like, I can only see it go up whenever I get an extra 100, so sometimes it takes a week or two, which is kind of sad. You're like, okay, I'm kind of stalled out here at whatever, but I think they do that because they're trying to be like Instagram. They said trying to, I don't know. Basically, I saw their press release and like Instagram does it, so we're trying to standardize the practice or whatever. I don't really like it. I like seeing, even if you go up like 1 or 2, it's still cool to just see that number rise. So thank you very much, Jyalong, for that. I really appreciate that. Lots of cool stuff in there. Make sure you guys check them out once you get on eBay. All right, our next one is from, this is going to be tough to fit on the screen here, so let me try to get it on here. It's a large flat rate box. It is from Mark S. Williams. Mark S. Williams. A message thing says, looking for any unsigned Stefan or Weaver cards, especially in a Yankees uniform. Everyone, please contact me if you have those. Personal project. Is it Stefan or Stefan? When I see the name spelled like that, I always say Stefan because that's the name of the Dave Matthews bassist. Jim, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. And Kevin Jones says, I feel like the steroid guys should make the haul. The pitchers were all using 2. So it's really a wash. Sosa, Clemens, Bonds, McGuire, they're all icons. Kevin, that's a good point. Even Kurt Schilling said that at least 75% of players during his era were on something, some sort of performance enhancer. It just kind of, it sucks because it kind of like, makes guys that were clean, like Fred McGriff, likely clean. The guys like that don't get the recognition they deserve. I mean, if Fred McGriff was a juicer and weighed like 270 pounds and was like just, bursting through his jersey with muscles. I mean, that guy could have hit 40, 50 home runs a year, but he didn't do that. And he's not in the Hall of Fame because of it, which sucks. I like Fred McGriff. CLG Custom Frame says, did you see the guy behind home plate tonight at Yankees game with the t-shirt that says, Joe Buck sucks? Laugh out loud. Some people don't like Joe Bucks, but I don't know. Joe Buck, I watched him growing up as a kid, so I don't mind him as much as other people. Some people definitely don't like Joe Buck. Kendall says, who has the brighter future, Acuna, Alonso, or Soto? I'm going to go with Acuna, but all those guys definitely have bright futures. There might be a three-way tie. Really appreciate the Super Chat, CLG, and also thank you very much to A Mess of Things. Really appreciate your guys' support. Got to make sure I didn't miss any there. Sorry it's taking me so long to open this. All right, we've got a letter in here with my name on it. Letter number 2, and I'm assuming this is letter number 1. We've got some team bags in here. We've got a really cool Houston, this is really cool, Houston Astros figurine, which we'll check out in a second. Houston's down to 2 outs left. We've got some more stuff in team bags. Yeah, don't forget about Tatis. Good point. Tatis is going to be great. And check this one out for my brother. He's going to like that one. He loves his Ghostbusters stuff. So I'll have to put that in a safe place where it doesn't get buried by all the mounds of stuff that I have. So I can give that to my bro. And we also have a National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum program from 2018. So you see all the inductees on there. That is pretty awesome. All these guys were inducted in 2018. And I obviously didn't get to go to the induction because I always feel like it's pretty crazy. But this is awesome. It has bios of every Hall of Famer. This is really, really cool. One of these days, I have to get up to the Hall of Fame and make a video for you guys. I haven't been there since 2011, I think, but it's been years. And very, very nice. Love that. I love programs like this. Really appreciate that. Hunter says I should do 94 Bowman. That's true. I think my brother did 94 Bowman. Maybe find a Billy Wagner rookie card out of there. And we got a Jose Altuve figurine. Check that out. That's pretty awesome. MLB The Show, Series 1. I didn't even know they made these. Jose Altuve, Diamond Dynasty packs are inside. MLB The Show is definitely becoming a huge franchise that they're now making figurines that they're selling in stores. That's awesome. I had no idea that they did this kind of stuff. Very, very cool. That is very nice. Like that one a lot. Altuve, and I guess they make a bunch of these. A Mess of Things says, back to work, have fun, guys. I'll miss the series. A Mess of Things, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Have fun at work if it's possible. I know some jobs it's not possible, but I hope that you at least the time goes quickly for you. Let's check out what's in these notes. I guess this is letter number 1. Lucas with a $20 super chat says, I'll email you. Don't want too much from you in return. Laugh out loud. Lucas, man, I really appreciate that. Definitely send me an email. And, make sure you send from your Lucas Babcock account in like a previous comment with the first couple letters there, because I always have this problem when I do giveaways. People try to steal them, and it's disappointing. But it happens all the time. All right, so inside here we have a note from Mark. It says, love watching your videos. Found them 6 months ago. Sorry to hear that you're canceling FMF. Down with the trolls. Hope you can use some of these cards either for your PC or your Patreon patrons. Give John the comic. I saw it at the comic store the other day, so I got it for him. I've been collecting since I was 10 back in 1975. The Hall of Fame book is for you because it has all the inductees in alphabetical order. That way you could quickly see if they are Hall of Famers on your breaks. Sorry, my mean cat clawed out the back of the book. Thank you and God bless, from Mark. That's awesome, man. I'm pretty good with all my Hall of Famers, but some of the earlier ones from like, I don't know, the dead ball era, I'm not really good on those guys from like the early 1900s, so I might have to use that. I really appreciate that. Very, very cool stuff that you sent. It says, hope you and your family are doing well. I, too, had thyroid problems when I was a kid. I had to take a bunch of medicine for it back then. Sorry it's not too much stuff, but when I moved out of the parents' house, they gave away all my cards. Mark, that's okay, man. I really appreciate your donation. And John A. says, Yankees win. The Yankees win. Congratulations to the Yankees. It's going to be a series again here. So it's what, 3-2 now. 3 games to 2. And we're heading back to Houston tomorrow night, right? That's going to be fun. Going to have to go through Garrett Cole, though, in Game 7 if you're going to get there. This is a nice-looking card. 1964 batting leaders with Brooks Robinson on there. Beautiful-looking card in great shape. I never see cards this good from this year. Very nice. Really appreciate that. And 1 Cent Sports Card says, this isn't 300, but I'm 5 away from 300 and just need 5 of you to do a Chris Bryant to 10 raffle. Thanks and God bless. We got over 400 people. If you guys would like to check in on 1 Cent Sports Cards, sub him up and try to get him to 300. Maybe get yourself a nice low-numbered Chris Bryant there. I really appreciate that. Make sure you guys check him out. And Matt M., did I just see something scroll by about you being in a car wreck? I hope you're okay, man. That's terrible. Hopefully everyone's okay. And I've been in a couple minor car crashes, but nothing serious, luckily. Thank the Lord. And I'm just really sorry that you had to go through that. My wife has been in like 6 car crashes, and she actually almost lost her life in one. She like missed, or didn't miss, but almost had to skip a grade because she almost missed a full year of school. She had to be like life flighted to a hospital, and they didn't know if she was going to make it. Really scary back when she was like 12 years old. A drunk driver hit her square on her side of the car, and she almost didn't make it. But she is here. Those can be very, very scary. Roy Batty says, you're getting me back in the hobby. Just picked up a 93 SP Derek Jeter rookie on eBay for a decent price. That card is going to be crazy money soon, Roy. Good job, man, on getting that. I need to get myself one of those also. Like I said, that card, I don't know what you paid for it, but that card Chantilly was selling for $400 raw, ungraded. So if they're selling for $400 there, that means, I don't know, they probably would sell for $500 on eBay because they don't have to deal with the prices. But pretty soon, that's going to be very, very, I don't know, expensive, probably like $1,000 card. That's 357 Magus says, that's your wife doesn't drink. My wife doesn't drink alcohol. Nope. She was hit by a drunk driver. Oh, that's why. I don't think she would have drank anyway. She's just, not into that kind of stuff, but that definitely was a contributing factor. I think she said she actually went to court or whatever and she forgave the drunk driver. Like, said, I forgive you. Like, I'll have to get her in here to tell you guys the story. Starling Marte auto, that's a beautiful card. Tier 1. Very nice stuff. Another Starling Marte. And another one, a game used relic from Tier 1. Kevin Kramer auto. Nick Kingham auto. Vladdy Jr. Pro debut. Chet Lemon forgives nobody. I don't know, Chet. You should give it a try. You will definitely feel better if you're not holding on to stuff. Just give it a try. Don't carry around that extra baggage. Very nice stuff in there. And we have a jewel case here. I see a 75 tops and a 2011 card on the back. I'd like to do a break of maybe like the regular 2011s, since update is way too expensive. Some nice vintage cards in here. Always like the vintage. Very nice. This, for a second there, I guess this is a buyback card because I was like, 57 tops should not have a foil logo on it. Nice Christian Yelich out of 199. Gary Sanchez, Sean Doolittle rookie card. You'll be seeing him in the World Series along with this guy, Anthony Rendon. And Anthony Rendon will be a free agent. How about a nice rookie card of Freddie Freeman? Very, very nice. Yeah, Paul. Doesn't Series 1 also have the Chris Sale rookie card? Josh Bell rookie. Some very nice stuff in here. There's a Cargo relic. And then we have Ahmed Rosario. Nice stuff. Josh Hader, first Bowman, back when he looked like a little kid. He looks completely different now with that long hair. Here's some 2011 Topps Black. I believe these were inserted into Walmart blasters back in the day. Very, very cool. Really appreciate all these cards. This is great stuff. And we got a Willie Stargell puzzle piece. We'll leave that in there. We've got a second letter. So 2 letters. Let's see what the second letter says. The second letter from Mark says, that bag is from the Corpus Christi Hooks. They're the AA team for the Astros. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. Kevin says, shocked that the Pirates let Cole go. Gamer. Yeah, they didn't know what they had in Cole either. Like, you saw what the Astros did. They basically unlocked a cheat code on Garrett Cole because with the Buccos, he was more or less pitching the contact, and they were just having him, throw, I don't know, sinkers and maybe like 2 seams, and wasn't striking out nearly as many guys. And then he comes over to the Astros, and they just, I don't know. He went from like in MLB show terms, like, I don't know, probably like an 80 gold with the Buccos to like a 99 diamond with the Astros. And I really hope that Garrett Cole wins the Cy Young this year. Now, the Cy Young has already been decided. People always forget. They're like, oh, Justin Verlander had a terrible postseason. He got crushed by the Yankees or this and that. Or Garrett Cole's earned run average is way better. The thing is, we already know who the Cy Young is. At least MLB does. The votes have to be tabulated before the end of the regular season. So the votes are already in. We will see. It's going to be really close between Verlander and Cole, though, for the AL Cy Young. Kevin Jones says, I remember when Cole got into it with the Brewers. Yeah, the Brewers and Pirates definitely didn't like each other a couple years ago. I remember Travis Snyder going after Carlos Gomez. There was a big brouhaha that broke out. Those teams definitely hated each other. Usually it was the Brewers beating up on the Pirates. I remember one game they beat us like 20-0. How about a Tim Wakefield? That's a nice one right there. Blake Trinan, framed auto, the Bill Clinton rookie card, 93. And there it is. Michael Jordan. I've been looking for this card, and I have not been able to find it. I know I have it somewhere in my collection. If you'll excuse me, I have to put this. I've got a... somebody sent me a fan mail Friday. His name's Josh Coastline. I don't know, like a month or 2 ago, looking for that card, and it's just so hard for me to find stuff in my messy hoarder-like collection that I have not come across it since, but I've always had in the back of my mind. I'm going to send that to Josh. Josh Coastline, one of my former students back in like 2004, found my channel and is a subscriber now. It's really awesome. I'm going to send that on to him. That Michael Jordan short print, by the way, it is a short print. This is a real card. It's tough to find. You can see SP1. It's a 91 upper deck at a rate of roughly 1 in every 3 wax boxes. So tough find. You can buy a whole wax box and try to find it, but odds are you might not. There's a nice auto there from Joey Votto from 5-star. Now, you said you actually apologized for these cards. Like, sorry, these cards aren't that great. These cards are amazing. These cards are absolutely amazing. Of Robin Yount Topps Mini, that's got to be a reprint, 2014. I was going to say, if that's like a buyback, that would be pretty sick. Do I keep in contact with my old students? Unfortunately, not very many of them. A couple of them here and there, but usually after they graduate, that's kind of like the last I hear from them. I'm not one of these teachers that gives my phone number out to my students, so that makes it harder to keep in contact with them. Some teachers are buddy-buddy with their students, but it's just a line that you probably shouldn't cross, and I do not share my phone number with students. So therefore, and I don't have social media either, so they graduate, and I wish them well. There's a Frank Torrey, Joe Torrey's brother. But, I don't know, I'd like to kind of track down some of my students and invite them back for a wiffle ball game or something like that on the channel, maybe next summer. I have some great students. I think you guys would enjoy these personalities that some of these kids have. They're probably like 18 to 25 now, some of the recent ones. Got a couple super chats. I really apologize for missing those. Kevin, got yours. And Greg Wyrock says, have a great night, Jabs. Got to catch an early flight tomorrow morning. Please read my letter off air. I will watch the rest of the video tomorrow night. Good night and keep up the great work. Greg, sorry that I left it out in the car. I know it's a big brown box, and when I saw it, I was like, I'm going to save this. I was literally planning on doing it last, saving yours for the last package because you've been so generous and kind to the channel. Last ever package for Fan Mail Friday. So, Greg, really appreciate that. Have a safe flight tomorrow. And yeah, catch it tomorrow night. It'll be up. And probably just scroll right to the end for your package. And what else do we have? Did I miss anybody else? Sorry about that. So, Matt, really appreciate this package. Very, very generous stuff here. Or Mark Williams. Cooperstown Bound says, great content as always, Eric. I just finished opening a box of Panini Golden Age with my son tonight and went all fanboy over a Tom Wopat. That's TV's Luke Duke auto. That's pretty awesome. Luke Duke from Dukes of Hazzard. Any non-sports cards that you love? Cooperstown Bound, I really appreciate that. I can't think of any non-sports cards that I personally collect. I guess if I had to say one that I used to collect that I know for a fact is Garbage Pail Kids. I used to collect them when they first came out back in like 85 or 86 as a young kid. And I burned them all on a fire. Like, my mom made me feel guilty for having them, and I burned them all. But I don't know, maybe I will break a box of those just for kicks to relive my like first ever cards that I bought. So Cooperstown Bound, I really appreciate that. Glad that you pulled the Luke Duke and had a good time there opening up those Panini Golden Age. So check out Cooperstown Bound, everybody, and let's move on to the next package. All right, so this one is from Eric, a fellow Eric K. Steinley's birthday is today. Well, happy birthday. Always nice to see another October baby. My birthday is coming up next weekend, and I'm still trying to decide. Fitzy, I still have it right off to the left of me, man. I have not been able to send it yet. Been working super hard on all these breaks. I cannot wait until I have a little bit of a break, and I will get it out then. I almost finished all of the Heritage Minors. There's like one, maybe like even a half row left in the 5,000 count box of stuff that needs to be sent out of the original like 4 or 5,000 count boxes. So the light is coming up at the end of the tunnel, and I've been sorting Gold Label. I did 2 of the Gold Label breaks this afternoon, sorting those out. Luckily, Gold Label isn't that hard because, I don't know, there's probably about 800 cards per round, so it doesn't take too long to sort that, as opposed to, like, Heritage Minors killed me. It took forever because they don't have any of the team names on them. You got to figure out every card where it goes to. So I had to sort every card sequentially in order by the number on the back. Then I had to look up each card and see what team that was affiliated with. So card number 1, who's that go to? Oh, the Braves. And I have to put in the Braves pile. And I have to go through all 200 cards like that for every break. It took me ages. And that really set me back. All right, so let's see what we have here. We'll check out the note first, I guess. Dave M got his Heritage Minors package today. Glad it made it to you. Sorry, like I said, it takes forever to get that. The Heritage Minors. Next year, I might not even do Heritage Minors. If I do it, it might only be like 1 case of it because it's so tough. Patrick got all his Heritage in. Like I said, I got most of it out within the past couple days, but there is about 500 cards worth left, so maybe about, I don't know, 10 to 12 of you. I still need to get it sent out. Let's see what this note says from Eric. It says, my name is also Eric with a K, which is kind of rare. Don't see too many Erics with a K, but Eric C and I are 2 of them. It says, I've been watching your channel for a while and finally made a YouTube account called Classic Cards. You've inspired me to start collecting again and have reignited my passion for the hobby. I even rediscovered my childhood collection. Thanks, Mom. It seems, I'm sure your mom's probably happy about that too, to get those cards out of the house. I know my parents bugged me every week for like years to get my cards out of their house. They're finally in my garage. It says, it seems like just yesterday that you had a handful of Patreons and now you have hundreds. I have enjoyed my time watching yours and other channels surrounding the hobby and have started engaging with the community myself. I had hoped to upload some of my own content by the time you receive my package, but the videos will come soon. Look out for me, Classic Cards. I have had the enclosed items sitting around for a while now, but had to finally get them off to you for the finale of the FMF series. It's unfortunate that some people can't appreciate what you do for the community, but I am excited to see what's next for the channel in the future for those of us that do. I have included some Pirates team packs, which I call Next Decade and Turn of the Century packs, respectively. It would be awesome if you could tell me what you think of them. I have started to sell them on my eBay, classic_cards, for $4.99 free shipping. If any viewers are interested, that's a pretty good deal. Like after shipping, you probably pay $4 for your bubble mailer and shipping, so that's like 99 cents profit to you, if that. So that's a great deal. They include 25 cards from the specified years and team, and I have all teams available. You also find uncirculated Mike Mussina cards, and I see a super chat from my brother's up. Let me check it out. It says, "Happy early birthday, Eric. Trying to hit any flea markets this weekend." Yeah, I'd definitely like to go out. I know we still have to go out for a birthday dinner. I don't know if we're going to do that this weekend. A family dinner with my parents for my brother and my birthday, which my brother's birthday was last week. And Casey, you're going to John on Sunday. I'll talk to my brother. Maybe we can hit up Casey. And if you're going to bring a bunch of boxes and cards, Casey, we'll definitely check you out. That's usually a stop of ours. Let us know also, do you break down before lunch? Because we know when we go to John, sometimes we go to like 11:30 a.m. and they're all breaking down. So we'll think about it. I'd like to go somewhere, Jono. Send me a text later. We'll see if we can go anywhere. Tomorrow, though, I'm kind of busy in the morning. And Boomslang says, "Sad day today, Eric, seeing your last FMF, but understandable. Hey, I'm closing in on my next giveaway milestone. Any subs would help. Thanks. Boomslang, I really appreciate that also. My brother, thank you so much. We'll definitely have to go out somewhere this weekend. And Boomslang, check his channel out, guys. He does a lot of nice breaks and picks up big collections for cheap. Definitely do not forget to check him out. Casey, I hate that guy. I'm not even going to talk about him. That guy is a piece of garbage. Former Pirates closer. So it says, "I have seriously enjoyed the past months watching your channel. In that time, I have never commented, super chatted, nor sent anything in before today, and yet still felt though I was part of a larger community. After today, I plan to have done all three." I really appreciate that, Eric. It says, "Your energy and positivity have helped me focus on myself and my own journey as well. And now I hope to spread that positivity with others and help the hobby continue to grow. After all, it is about the journey, not the destination. Sincerely, your new friend, Eric from Classic Cards." Make sure you guys check out Classic Cards on YouTube. Sub him up. Classic Cards, if you're watching right now, it's always easier for folks to find your channel if you just drop a comment and say, "Hey, it's me," and then they can click on your comment and easily go to your channel just by clicking those 3 dots on the side of your comment. So this is the next decade pack. You get 25 cards. Let's check it out. These are $4.99 on eBay. So if you have a favorite team out there, like if your favorite team was the Buccos, you would get these cards or something to this extent for $4.99. Like I said, he's not making much money on these because it costs, like, depending on where you're at, $3 to $4 to ship something like this. It's probably about a 6-ounce package right here. And Chuck Chicago says, "I'll turn 40 tomorrow, officially over the hill." Chucks, happy early birthday, man. And don't say you're over the hill because I'm going to be right there with you next year. I'm turning 39 next weekend, and I am not looking forward to it. Seeing those years tick up. The next decade again, 25 cards. And another next decade. We'll do maybe like one more of these, then I'm just going to probably send the other one off to a Patreon. I do have some folks that like the Pirates that buy into my breaks. Noah says, "Do a series called Suggestion Sunday where you pick boxes suggested from the comments or videos." Yeah, I've got some ideas. I'd also like to do something like retail reviews. And someone suggested that to me in a comment, like, you should do retail reviews because, the average collector doesn't really like to spend $100, and some of these boxes are like over $100, but we like to buy retail, and we'd like to see if it's worth it. So I got that suggestion. So maybe retail review might be a cool thing to do every now and again. Different little mini series popping up here and there. So there's a Gregory Polanco rookie card in there, which is pretty cool. And we got an 89 Topps Andy Van Slyke. NWS is happy to have been part of FMF. It was the highlight of my summer taking part in Kahoot. Has the last Kahoot ever been sent out? No, not yet. It's still sitting in a box along with all these other things that I still need to get to. Eventually, I hope to have it sent out. Can't give you an exact time frame. It's basically whenever I can get some free time. But like I said, sorting the breaks takes up so much time. And then shipping them takes even more time. There will be some downtime coming up when there's no releases. I think it's like late November. and it'll be nice when I don't have to do that stuff. So I hopefully can get to that. Or maybe I can just pay somebody to go through my email and get everything sent out. Just give them the box. That's also an easier option. So we got Plunks, Chet Lemons, Bernard Gilkeys. Lots of these in here. Mr. K says, quit your job. I think about it all the time, man. All the time. But I was like, you know what? It'd be so much easier to keep up with everything if I wasn't working basically 5:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. every day. Because, you know, you got to factor in the long commute. But health insurance is a biggie. You got to keep that health insurance. And I've got great kids. Great students. I like my students a lot. I'll keep working, Mr. K, and maybe retire early and just take a penalty on the good old pension. There's a Mike Mussina. That's a nice one. And also, oh, how about this? A Chris Sabo autograph? This was an actual thing back in 2017. They always put these older players in archives. Like this past year, we saw a bunch of Tim Wallachs and Mike Lieberthals and Denny Martinez's and Tim Burks and players like that. Back in 2017, Chris Sabo was a thing. So looks like I have to buy a few cases of 2017 Topps archives, and we can see how many Chris Sabos we pull, because Chris Sabo has kind of like a following around the channels, which is pretty interesting. Here's a nice 88 cello pack. When I do 76 Topps, Hunter, if I could find it, I would. It's just so expensive. I don't know what is in here. An empty box that was used for keeping the cards in place, which I will now use to house these cards. Pretty cool. Eric, really appreciate that. That Chris Sabo is probably going to be the most sought after card from this FMF. People love Sabo. And Kevin Jones says, keep your day job. Another junk wax bust is coming. I plan on doing that. I hope not another bubble was building. That's what happened back in the day, back in the mid-90s. They just kept printing. They're basically printing money back then. And 3, 4, 5 million of each card, and it's all about supply and demand. So your, whatever card you thought was worth like $20, there's like 3 million other of them out there, and eventually people caught on to it. And then the demand went way down with the strike, and that it was just the perfect storm, and it almost killed off the hobby. We saw a lot of companies go under. Think about it. A lot of companies are gone from your childhood. There's no more, Score and Fleer, and Don Russ went away for a while before Panini, revived them a few years ago. Upper Deck is gone. I mean, they still do hockey, I think, but a lot of card companies bit the dust. All right, our next one is from Tim Hefty. Tim, thank you very much. Let's check this one out. It's a small flat rate box. These are always a good deal if you have something heavier to send out. You can usually ship these for about $7 anywhere in the United States, which is a great deal. Sure beats paying, whatever you would if you have. And cards are always heavy, so something like this, if you just send it not in a flat rate box, you might pay $10. So we got a bunch of singles in here. We'll check out the condition. Sometimes these don't ship well when they're not in team bags or at least double box. We will see. They don't look too shabby. Ohio Arrowheads says, we'll gladly take fan mail, glitter bombs, and all. So Ohio Arrowheads, you can start your own FMF and have fun with the glitter bombs and feces being sent your way and all kinds of other weird things. Luckily, or hopefully, you can sniff them out ahead of time. Bay Area says, today is worse for rookies. There are 30 different Vlad, and yeah, I'll tell you what, there really are a ton of different rookies out there. Like with Topps Update, you got 3 different variations of like the Alonso and Vlad rookies. You got like the Pro Debut, the All-Star rookie variation, and you've also got the Home Run Derby variation. So Tim Hefty sent us some cards from the 90s and 80s, and also some newer ones. This kind of reminds me of like a big old pharmacy box. Usually, this is kind of what you see out of those pharmacy boxes. You see some nice older ones from like 82. You see some from the 80s and 90s. Oh, there's a 90. That was a really hot card back in the day, 91 Stadium Club. I feel like that card was valued once at $20. Tyler Glasnow rookie card's a great one. There's another rookie right here, Diamond King of Maikel Franco. He actually got sent down to the minors this year. I think he went down like double A. Started out okay for him, but went south. The J&W cards is 25 away from 600, and make sure you check him out. He's going to be doing a live stream. I sent him a package in the mail not too long ago. He won a giveaway. Pat Picker, it was sent probably in like June, and I was doing it standalone, so that one didn't make it onto a lot of the stuff didn't make it on the video. That's troll packages because usually they come without names. And I'm like, okay, there's no name on this. That's strange. And so I pre-opened some of the ones that I don't recognize or have names on them just to be careful. JW says, Topps tweeted out asking who they want on 2020 Allen and Ginter. I suggested you. Every one of your subs should do the same. That'd be pretty crazy if everybody starts a little groundswell movement to get me on a card. I would definitely love breaking it. I mean, I always complain about the Allen and Ginter is known for those non-sports guys they put in there. They put Zach Campbell on a card a few years ago. They put like horse riders or jockeys on cards. They put like pool players and billiards, bowlers, comedians, all kinds of random stuff. If I get on a card, we're breaking Allen and Ginter for like a week straight. And that would be amazing. I don't know if I probably would need like 500,000 subs to be even considered because they want. I think they do that kind of stuff with people that are kind of like have their own little celebrity following there because comedian with like 100,000, 200,000 followers can tweet it out on his Twitter account. Hey, my card is in Allen and Ginter, and then it gets a whole new audience over to go buy all that stuff. I think that might be why they do that. I mean, if I was on a card, I would buy tons of those cases looking for it. That would be nuts. Get me and my brother on there, maybe like the flea market bros, and just have us like walking around looking at cards. I don't know exactly what kind of angle they would take with it, but very nice stuff here from the 80s and 90s for those of you that like your 80s and 90s. Like I said, it's like a big pharmacy box. Just looking for some of the cooler stuff. Steve doing well. Nighthawk, I really appreciate that. Some more. Is there a note in here? I don't know if there is. From Tim Hefty. How's my Clemente rookie card search going? It's not really. It's kind of like stalled out right now. I haven't had a chance to like look on eBay too much. Been busy with school and everything. I'll be even more busy come next week when our wiffle ball series starts at school. I went number 2 overall in the draft, so I guess that's okay. We have a draft of all the kids that signed up, and we had about 30 kids sign up, and I was also on the draft list because I like to play. And also sponsor there is the the overseer, supervisor / player ump, and I went number 2 overall. And we'll see how. Hopefully, I can continue my success in pitching. It's my favorite thing to do in wiffle ball is pitch. And here's a nice postcard of PNC Park. Really, really appreciate this, Tim. Cool cards there. I'll send those off to some Patreon patrons and their weekly or not weekly. Weekly, I can barely keep up with monthly. Send them off in their monthly Patreon team bags. My brother is saying hello to Comfort Cards. Comfort Cards in the house. What's up, Darren? All right, let's see what we've got next. We've got another large package here from Robert T. Robert T. Let's see what it says. Fragile, do not bend. You are the Jackie Moon of wiffle ball. That's pretty funny. I'd like to do some more wiffle ball videos with my brother and maybe bring our friend Joe in too. That would be definitely fun to do. I need to get revenge on my brother. He beat me in Home Run Derby the first time. I got to even the series up a little bit. So look what we've got in here. We've got a whole bunch of team bags, and these are always needed. These penny sleeves, as we call them. Been going through these like crazy with the Topps Gold label. Lots of parallels in there. So I was actually thinking it might be time to re-up on a case of these, so I appreciate that. I'll extend the life of the case that I do have. Then we have a nice team bag in there of 2019 Chrome. By the way, Chrome updates should be coming out within the next month. I'm looking forward to that. Last year, I think it was a Target-only release. So I don't know how in demand that's going to be. It might be tough to track that down. I do have a guy, though, at Target. So I do have a Connect, luckily, which might help me out a little bit. He's the guy that I purchased all those Topps Fire boxes off of. I guess he's like a Target employee. What was the first baseball game that I went to? I think it was in like 88 or 89 with my friend Nick Yakubishin. And I think it was against the Cardinals. And I remember booing mercilessly Bob Tewksbury for some reason. Like, I don't even know why I was doing it. I saw like some adults doing it and they were booing him. So I was just booing the heck out of this guy. And like, I don't know, like years later, that's all I remember is booing for Bob Tewksbury and feeling guilty about it. Just imitating what everybody else has done. Got a whole bunch of stuff in here from Robert. And I do not see a note in here at all. Please open. All right, so here's the note. Let me just check. There is an address at the bottom, so I'm going to peel it back. Robert, this is very, very generous of you, man. This says, I've been meaning to send you this Fan Mail Friday donation for a few months. In the package, you'll find many team bags of 2019 Topps Bowman Platinum, Topps Chrome, and Optic. I tried to pack in some rookies that you might find, and you might find some slight hot cards and autos. Please feel free to include them in the Patreon package or keep them for your PC. Thank you so much for reinvigorating my hobby love. Before last year, I had not collected since 2001, the big year for two future Hall of Famers, Pujols and Ichiro. I still have two Fleer Tradition rookies that I've saved for nearly 20 years. Hopefully they grade well. Since that year, my love for the hobby of baseball grew infinitely with the emergence of Shohei Ohtani and the buzz surrounding an Asian two-way player who was a phenom in both the batter's box and pitching mound. Growing up an Asian American, I simply didn't see many Asian athletes, much less Asian American athletes. So to see more of the homegrown players who have a similar background as me is very thrilling. My favorite player right now is Keston Hira, a great hitter who hits the lights out of the ball, and I included a dupe I have of him, a duplicate. Sorry that the trolls had to go and ruin FMF, but please continue to post great content and get more people into not just collecting baseball cards, but watching the game of baseball. My YouTube page is Rob's Vlogs 21, and I've just uploaded my first video, hopefully many more to come. You may show my address on, if you know people who have rookies, relics, or autos of Asian or Asian Americans like Suzuki or Colton Wong, Tanaka, Kurt Suzuki, or Tommy Pham, and Houston Astros like Correa, Altuve, Bregman, Springer. Please send them. You might see something in the package that are mighty familiar. And then thanks for all you do, Robert T. And there it is. Once again, Rob's Vlogs 21. Just in case, there's the address, which he did say that we could share. And Jane W says, got one confirmed tweet to Topps to get you on Allen and Ginter from Glenn the Sad Mariners fan. Thank you very much for that. That would be awesome. I don't know if the Topps people like me or hate me. Either one or the other. They might not like me because sometimes some of the breaks I can be a little bit critical of. I mean, I try to be honest with, I'm not going to like say everything Topps does is great. If there's something that I think is not good, I say it. Like, I guess most recently, I've kind of called them out for their placement of I'm like teaching here. I almost said placement of adjectives. Their placement of the autographs in the boxes, like sometimes they come out of the same spot every time, and I just, wasn't a big fan of that. But hopefully Topps isn't too mad at me. I definitely buy a lot of their products. Let's check these out from Robert. He said these look familiar. I'm wondering if these are some of the breaks that Robert has purchased into and is sending us some of the duplicate cards back to mail on off to you guys. We got 2019 Topps Series 2. Man, that was a break for the ages. 2019 Topps Series 2, I think that was an 8-hour break. I want to say that might have been the longest one ever. I think we did like 10 cases of it. And for Topps Update, I also have, I think I have 12 cases of Topps Update. So wisely, I decided to break it up into 2 different nights. And Kevin Jones says, Hira is a stud and a clutch hitter. Great swing. Yeah, Keston Hira is also in Topps Update, so that might be one to hang on to if you pull him, or maybe pick up the Brewers and maybe get a couple of his rookies. There he is. Keston Hira ready for the show from Bowman Chrome and David Fletcher auto. That's pretty cool. Next, I almost need to like open up a 500 count box to put these in. Just be a little easier than putting them back in the team bags. Yeah, chasing autos, we are moving on. We're ending the series. Unfortunately, I've gotten some troll packages, and I get a lot of jealousy over the FMFs, unfortunately, among other folks out there in the community. And that's, it's kind of ugly. And I'm never started this to, a lot of people think that I do it for personal gain. I take all these cards and put them in my own binders, and don't do that at all. I literally have a whole room in my house filled with this stuff that I just basically send off to Patreon patrons. I do not keep anything for myself unless they tell me explicitly this is for your PC, and I've never sold any of these cards either. How much Series 2 next year? I don't know how many. It depends on how good the checklist is. That will factor in. Series 1 should be good for 2020. It's going to have Yordan Alvarez more than likely in there, along with Aristides Aquino. Chet says, if I had a channel, I would solely be for personal gain. Kevin misses the Cahoots. The Cahoots were fun, but again, it just caused problems. People would make fake accounts claiming to be other people. It just brought out the ugly side of people. Anything that brings out the ugly side of people, I'm going to try to stray away from. Some more 2019 Topps. New $20 box at Walmart with Triple Play and Babe Ruth. John, are you serious? I might have to go pick up one of those to review it and tell you guys to stay away from it. Those Walmart repack boxes are usually the worst. They're always, I don't know. If there's Triple Play in there, it's something you might want to avoid. I definitely will have to go check those out. So there is a nice lot of, hey, I just got my wife just sent me a text. Are you watching this right now? I need you to run out and get something out of the car for me if you are. I hope you can hear me. There's Tyler Skaggs, recently passed. Big, huge investigation going on. Turns out that Tyler Skaggs was an addict to opioids. And there's a package I think I forgot. It's a big brown box, and I think I left it in like Elsa's seat. It's from Greg W. I think it's in the car somewhere because it's not in any of these totes that I brought in. I don't know. They're probably on that, maybe with all those wax boxes by the front door. Having my wife try to track down Greg W.'s package because give FMF to your daughter. We love her more than you. Yeah, she could take a lot of these cards, I guess, and start her own little collection. Serious Cards, how's it going? This is Robert's donation here. Lots of cards from breaks, it looks like. All the doubles, at least I think. Aaron, I'll tell you what, man. YouTube is pretty tough to, it's pretty tough to predict what happens with YouTube. It's almost like a roller coaster. It's up and down. Like 1 month I'll be getting 1,000 subs a week, and then the next month I'll be getting maybe 100 subs a week. It's very unpredictable. It's all about the algorithm and how it favors you. So even if I'm having a great month and I'm like, wow, I could probably do this full time, I'm making as much as I do teaching. And then the next month it might be a terrible month, and it's not worth risking something that I've worked my whole life for and went to college for 4 years for. Because honestly, unless you have like 1 million subs, I don't think anything's a sure thing on YouTube. I would like to do it full time, but it's not worth it. Eric Z says, even with a viral sinus infection, I can't miss the last FMF. Eric, sorry to hear that, man. Sinus infections are awful. I usually get about 1 or 2 a year. Hopefully, yeah, get rid of it soon, and I'm glad that you're here. Make sure you guys check out Eric Z's channel. Let's see what else we have here. Some more 2019 tops. Kendall says, someone gave me about 50 starting lineups. I still have 2 huge boxes of starting lineups out in my garage that, I forget who sent that to me. Something family a few months ago. All the wasps are downstairs. I'm actually not downstairs right now. Hey, there's Greg W's package. Thank you. Where was it? I knew it was in there. Giant this is Greg said this is an epic package. If you donate $10, will you fight the wasps for us? Greg, I know you're not watching now because you're on a flight, but we have your package, and I'm sorry that I accidentally left it in the car. It was dark out there when I got the stuff. I always leave like the package I get throughout the week. I usually leave them in the back seat just so they don't get misplaced or whatever throughout the week. Kevin Jones says, it would be funny if your kids were doing breaks 20 years from now, breaking 2019 Top Series 2 and looking for Vladdy SPs and Pete Alonso rookies. That would be hilarious. Kevin, I've actually given that a thought. I was like, what if I retire from YouTube when I'm an old man and like Olivia or EJ continues the channel after I'm gone and, it becomes their channel? I mean, that could happen. If any of them like baseball, we'll have to see. Inside here, we have, this is also from Robert, some more cards. The Wasps don't want FMF to end, so they're watching live. This is all from Robert. So Robert T, really appreciate this. This will make my life easier when I make up those team bags. I was considering actually ending the team bags and just giving you like an extra pack or two, just because the team bags take a long time to make up. And sometimes that might be that's the longest part of making up the Patreon packages, putting up little team bags together of like 10 plus cards, like as an added little bonus. 1 Cent Sports Card says, thanks for helping me grow via FMF jabs. Paying it forward to Urban Card Breaks, El Canon, and Patreon Pirate. Check them out, guys. 1 Cent Sports Cards. Thank you very much. Check out 1 Cent and also Urban Card Breaks, El Canon, and Patreon Pirate. Those guys have great channels over there as well. If you're ever looking for somewhere else to settle in after one of the breaks here, if you watch a lot of the breaks here, go on over there. Kevin Joe says, my money's on Elsa doing the breaks. I need to find someone that likes baseball out of my kids. Right now, I can't get any of them interested in baseball. But you know what? I hated baseball when I was their age as well. I remember my dad used to try to buy me off, like pay me off to play like wiffle ball in the backyard with him when I was like 4 and 5. He used to like buy me G.I. Joes, and I just hated it. And it wasn't until my friends were into baseball, that's when, of course, I got into baseball, because that's what kids do. If your friends like something, then you're more apt to like it. Anaheim Skip Cards and Fun says, the cards will stick. $20,000 Trout rookie card ruined. That would be a nightmare. I hate sticky cards. Yeah, imagine doing a 2011 Topps break like 40 years down the road, and they're all bricked together. Like, you would have to stop right there, and you could not continue that break. You would have to consult somebody and, I don't know, find the best way to get those cards to become unstuck if you were doing a break with a high-value card in there like the Trout. Luckily, 1999 Bowman, that we did last night. None of those cards are worth over a few dollars a piece. Clear Dome says, give up that soft soccer. I'll tell you what, man. I hated soccer growing up so bad because I don't understand anything about it, but I love watching my daughter's games. She loves getting in there, and a lot of times she doesn't know what she's doing, and I feel bad because I can't help her because I don't know what the heck's going on either. But she almost scored her first goal last night, and I was so sad. There was something like a goal kick or something, and I don't know anything about soccer, so if you do, you might know what it is. But I guess the goalie has to like roll the ball out, and there's like a box, and they rolled the ball this way, and Olivia went in and got the ball and started dribbling towards the goal. I thought she was going to score her first goal, and then they called a penalty on her because I guess you're not allowed to cross into the box until the ball comes out. I have no idea. I don't know anything about soccer, so she was super excited that she almost had a goal, and she's like, yeah, someone had a penalty. And I was like, I think that was you. No, it wasn't me. Okay, and I don't know anything, so. Cooperstown Bound says, thanks so much, Eric, for helping me and my son get over 50 subs in a week, sending this final FMF off right. Cooperstown Bound, that's awesome. I'm glad that you have a nice base there to start off with. Make sure you check out Cooperstown Bound. Him and his son started a channel last week. I think they started with 0 subs and came in here. We got him to 50. Let's get him some more. Help out Cooperstown Bound. Father, son, you got to love a channel like that. That's a great combination right there. So I really appreciate this package. Thank you so much for all these cards, Robert. Like I said, I really appreciate it, and we'll get these sent off to Patreon patrons. Okay, next up. This one is from Dream Big Productions. It's a large package from Dream Big Productions. It's a flat rate box. So I know my brother gets a lot of mail from Dream Big. Him and Dream Big, my brother's a huge subscriber to him. And I also, since hearing about Dream Big, have subscribed to his channel. Dream Big Productions has been doing some live streams recently. Let's check it out. I think he has like 1,500 subs. We'll see what we have in here. Don't know if my brother is watching right now, but you always get stuff from Dream Big as well, so we shall see. I know that you got a coin from Dream Big in one of your recent ones, and I got one from him last week. Inside here from Dream Big Production, who I think the last, one of the last things he sent was a really nice puzzle for my son EJ, which was very much appreciated. EJ loves it. Always like puzzles, especially with my kids. They go through puzzles pretty quickly. They love them, they put them together, and then they start losing the pieces. There's a note in here, and it looks like there's a toy for the kiddos, which I can't really fit on screen, but you can kind of see what it is. It looks like it's a little like tree house set here. And a message thing says, hey, Dream Big, my address is, so a mess of things, thank you very much. Let's see what we have here. All right, from Dream Big Production says, we are sorry to hear about your conclusion of Fan Mail Fridays. Here is the last package we sent to your family, especially your children. The playset mat contains the alphabet and animal sounds from A to Z. Bonuses include a small hanger, 2 towelettes, which are small towels, and a musical donut keychain. Have a happy October and unbirthday, Dream Big Productions. So Dream Big, thank you so much. I'll put that down in the playroom, and they will be all about that tomorrow, especially probably Emily will love the mat with the sounds and stuff. We used to have one of those when Olivia was smaller, but of course, with toys, they all get broken and destroyed. So I really appreciate that. Make sure you guys check out Dream Big. And he's been a long-time supporter of this channel and also my brother's channel as well. All right, moving on. We have about 2 or 3 left, so almost down to the end here. This one is from Tim R. Strobel, and it feels like something, I don't know if this is a shirt or what. Let's open this up. Let's see what Tim has sent us. It is a bunch of newspaper, which is why I thought it was maybe a shirt. There is a jewel case inside. It says, hi, Eric. I have been enjoying your channel for a few months and decided I'd send some cards for your last FMF. Hope you like them, from Tim S. Tim, thank you very much. Let's check out what you sent. There's the jewel case right there. Series card says, found my old 1984 Andy Van Slyke team sign ball. Van Slyke, McGee, Ozzie, and Lonnie Smith, Tommy Herr, and many more coming up on a future video. That's awesome. That is quite the find. Van Slyke 84, of course, one of my favorite players of all time. That's definitely a keeper for sure. Is a Glaber rookie short print for $12 worth it? Asked Sean. I would get that one, definitely, for sure. That's a tough find. Usually one per case. Grab that while you can. And you might have just exposed it, so if it's on eBay, better go grab it before someone else does. Got George Brett, which is sticking along with the Ken Griffey Jr. Craft Singles card. We have our John Wathan in there, and TJCC says, all I want for my birthday is to hit 200 subs. TJCC, thank you very, very much. Make sure you check out TJCC's channel, everybody. Help him get to 200 subs. That's always a nice milestone. Every time you get to a nice, round, even number, for me, I'm looking forward to maybe hitting 45K within the next couple weeks. And we have a nice 1975 Tony Perez. That is actually from Archives. Would have been nice if it was a real one, but still really cool. Rob's Vlogs 21 says, thank you so much for opening my package. You rock. I'm so sad that FMF is ending, but I know the channel will be better. I'm a PE coach. Thanks for educating the children. Rob's Vlogs, thank you so much, man. That is, you know what? If I wasn't a Spanish teacher, I think I would have really enjoyed being a gym teacher or a physical education teacher. I definitely would have been, that would have been a great, fun thing to do. Unfortunately, when I was in college, I was more or less not really in the greatest shape, I guess. I feel like instead of putting on the freshman 15 in college, I put on like the freshman 50. So I guess I never even really considered it, but I would have loved to have been a gym teacher. Would have had them playing wiffle ball and blitz ball and softball outside all the time, kickball, and this would have been fun. Would have probably had like tournaments all throughout gym class and stuff. But I know there's probably some stuff that you have to teach based off of the standards and stuff. Like when I was in middle school, we used to have to do gymnastics. I don't know if my brother remembers that awful thing. We used to have to do gymnastics. Like, oh man, it was bad. Like they made us like do these like tucks and rolls and stuff. And like, I don't know, I was terrible at it. Like I remember being like in 6th grade at my house, like trying to learn how to do a roll, and it was terrible. Donald Blomdahl says, only 30 more for 1K. Can I make it tonight? Guys, if you'd like to help out Donald Blomdahl, he's trying to get to 1,000. We've got almost 450 people in here. If 30 of you aren't subscribed to Donald Blomdahl, make sure you check him out right now. Help him get to 1,000. And Rob's Vlogs, thank you very much once again for your super chat as well. Really appreciate that. So we are down to, I've got a personal one here from Jonathan H., which I'm going to open off camera. Jonathan, I don't think, is here tonight. I unfortunately saw that we both went live at the same time. So, Jonathan, really appreciate that. And then we have 2 mini ones. And then we have the big one from Greg W., which is going to be something to look forward to. Last time, Greg sent us that autographed Mickey Mantle book. So, we will see what we've got coming up. So, let's check out. This is from Daniel Moore. Daniel Moore? Who wants to be the official Donald Blomdahl countdown person? Who wants to be in charge of that? So Donald Blomdahl needed 30 more subs to get to 1,000. Let's see what we've got here. There is a team bag here with an Adam Duvall on the front. And there is a note inside also. It is from Daniel. Let's check it out. There's no address there. So it says, Dear Eric, this letter was written in hopes to reach your last FMF. You just made it, man. It says, thanks so much for all you do with your videos. I've enjoyed them and been inspired by them. You had mentioned one day maybe passing on Ryan Friel cards to his family. I think that would be so awesome, and I've included some. Also is Adam Duvall, because he's a diabetic like myself, and he's such a motivation. I didn't even know that about Adam Duvall. It says, lastly, an auto rookie card of a guy you like, because out of the way he lives. God bless all who read and hear this letter. Best regards, Daniel on YouTube. He's the Fantasy King and loves his Braves. So, Daniel, thank you very much. Let's check out these cards and see what we've got. So we've got, there's the Adam Duvall, who's a diabetic, and Series Card says, Donald Blomdahl has amazing videos, content, and cards. Series Cards, thank you so much. And Donald Blomdahl is a very, very nice man. You will see that once you tune into some of his live streams. I was watching him today, chatting up with Deerman. Him and Deerman were chatting, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch live, so I was watching your replay there. There's Ryan Friel. I think it was very nice how you got permission from his mother to have him on the chat. Very, very great guy. Ryan Friel, unfortunately, had CTE, I think, from going to the wall so many times, and took his own life tragically. So his father said one thing he would love to have is a bunch of Ryan Friel cards to send on to his kids, because Ryan Friel left some young children behind, and they want to show their his kids him in his glory days there with the Reds. But Ryan Friel, definitely an all-out player in center field. And David Easterling says, thanks again for getting me back into collecting. Wish I could have met you and your brother in Chantilly. Couldn't predict the traffic. David, I actually had some baseballs for you in my bag, because I think I told you that I would bring some. So sorry about that. Next time, though, just remind me, and I'll bring them next time. It says, next time, Gadget, next time. Glad to be here for the last FMF. David, thank you so much. And Primate says, Erica John, thank you for all the great people you are. Everyone, please check out Donald Blomdahl to get him to 1,000 tonight. So David and Primate, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. And how about this? Daniel Norris autograph. Very, very nice. Daniel Norris, by the way, I got kind of drawn into him because he had the exact same cancer that I had, thyroid cancer. So basically they cut a 3-inch incision in your neck and remove your thyroid. He had the surgery done, and I kind of looked to his story for inspiration as I was facing the same surgery back in December, and I came through it with flying colors, A-OK. And I was really scared because there's some risks involved, including permanent loss of your voice. And obviously I'm able to talk right now, so answered prayer there that everything went okay. So I don't know if Norris still lives in a van, but all right, so let's check the next package out. Do I still go to 100 games a year? No, Aaron, I've given up ball hawking. I haven't been to a game since May 21st. And O-Town Collectible says, Sir, Eric, thank you for re-energizing the card collecting hobby. I know for a fact that you, yes, you, had played a big role in bringing this hobby back to its glory. I'm thinking about starting a channel. O-Town Collectibles, thank you very much. Make sure you guys check out O-Town. Just in case he starts uploading content, you want to be there to check him out. Thanks so much for the nice, generous super chat. I don't know if I'm responsible for it. I guess, have been highlighting some of the cool stuff, and just basically I'm just kind of reminding people how cool and fun it was to collect cards, and I'm just helping you guys remember, I guess. And I'm glad that some people, it almost gives me, I don't know, it's a great honor when people say that about me. I don't know if it's true or not, but definitely some people have told me that. And Kevin Jones says, Eric, you inspired me to create. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you very much. Very, very generous of you. I'm glad that you're out there creating. Keep it up, man. Just keep doing what you like. And, you'll have fun doing it if you do something you love. And Donald Blomdahl's at 986. Donald, you only need 14 more. You might get there before the end of the video. Unfortunately, we only have, it looks like, 2 left. This one is from Jonathan R. Jonathan R has been writing to us in recent weeks from New York. Let's see what we have. Fantasy, thank you very much for your kind words. All right, inside here we have some Buccos here. Jeff Locke, one of them. All right, so Jonathan, of course, as you know, is facing that rare form of breast cancer. And it says, I just wanted to thank you so much for the support. My favorite Yankees are Jeter, Mattingly, Winfield, and Rodriguez, and all the other Yankee greats. Thinking about surgery is scary, but knowing you guys got through your cancer makes me feel a lot better. I also want to give you the Bryce Harper to a fan of his. But yeah, I would love to get a Yankees package back. I hope you enjoy the cards. You can show my address just in case anyone wants to send me anything. There's his address. Right back with cards. Sincerely, Jonathan. So Jonathan facing surgery for a rare form of male breast cancer, which, yes, you can get that. And unfortunately, Jonathan is facing surgery, and he's gonna knock it out of the park and be cancer-free. And cannot wait for an update from you. There's the Yu Darvish rookie card. So really appreciate that, Jonathan. Best of luck with your surgery. And like I said, man, you'll come through it no problem. You don't even know what's happening. I can't even remember. I just remember, like, I was talking to my family and stuff, and some guy came in. He didn't even tell me he was going to put me under. So, like, my family was there praying with me and stuff. And then before I knew it, I didn't even know what was happening. I woke up and, like, I was surrounded by nurses in this, like, recovery room. So I was out for hours. And so I didn't feel a thing. So don't worry, man. You won't feel a thing. You will have pain medication. It won't hurt. And you'll be on your way cancer-free. So this is the very last ever package on Fan Mail Friday. We're ending it on Greg's package. Now, Greg was in here earlier, and he had to catch a flight. So Greg is somewhere 30,000 feet above our heads. Heck, he might even be flying right over top of me right now for all we know. So Greg, let's see. Let's put your package on the screen there. It's a big one. It's larger than a flat rate box from Greg. Can't really even get his name on the screen, unfortunately. But I guess if I rotate it this way, I could probably... There we go, Greg W. Okay, Retail Fridays. I've been thinking about something like that. I've got a lot of different ideas. It's just going to be finding time to, film them. All right, so let's see what we have here. Let me open this up. Give me a second. The final package. We've been doing this for a year. It's been every Friday for a year. And this is the last one. Greg W. Dave says it would be great if there's just one more Wathan in the whole box. Well, I don't think Greg knew that his was going to be the last one ever. It's just the way it's working out here. All right, inside here, we have Greg's note. We'll read the note first. Who is my first BP or foul ball catch? My first ever baseball that I caught was, well, you know what? I think it was a Jose Bautista toss-up out in center field in like 2006 or something like that. Now, the first one that I caught on the fly, I can't remember. It might have been Sammy Sosa. I'll have to go back and look at my numbers. I can't remember. I have a whole like spreadsheet and all that kind of stuff. But it says, wanted to thank you for supporting the fight against cancer. I watched your video, and it so touched my heart that of you announcing that you had been diagnosed with cancer with your beautiful daughter with you. My wife had been diagnosed with melanoma, which is a form of cancer. She's been fighting through it as well. She now has, she's doing much better now, which is great. That is very, very generous of you, Greg. Did Greg say to read this off camera? I can't remember. Any of you moderators remember this? This is very generous of you. It says, I hope you like the birthday gifts that I've given you out of my personal collection. Keep making a difference in so many people's lives and keep up the great work on YouTube. I can't remember if he said to, I can't remember. I'm going to stop reading right there, but Greg, I'll definitely tell me to do something there, and I'll definitely do that. And really appreciate that. I've got a nice one that I donate to from time to time, and maybe we can personally talk, and I'll tell you why I donate to that one. It's kind of a personal thing that nobody really knows about, but it's a charity that greatly impacts my life. And Pristine Auctions, 1977 Topps cards. He did say to read off camera. Okay, thank you very much, J&W. How about this 1977 Topps? I just picked up a 1977 Topps rookie card of Andre Dawson at the card show in Chantilly, which is a really nice one, for $5. Which can't beat that. I thought so. I realized it was a bit personal, and I was like, wait a minute. Sorry that I forgot that, Greg. How about a rookie card of Mike Krukow, our second one? Blue by Wathen. Yeah, I'm Wathened out. I've been getting Wathen since January. And a super chat from Primant says, Donald Blomdahl is 17 away from 1,000. There's 458 of you. I'm sure there's 13 of you that aren't subbed to him yet. Please help him out and make him cry. Tears of joy and pure emotion. Yeah, Donald's been grinding so hard. He's been so nice. He's like, you know, Eric, sorry I'm not in your streams anymore. I'm working so hard on my channel. And he's a real genuine guy and means it. And Donald, I hope you hit 1,000 tonight, man. You do some nice stuff over there. Very down-to-earth guy. Kevin Jones says, looks like they're straight from the vending box. Yeah, these are beautiful cards. 1977. I would love to do a Throwback Thursday of a full break of these at some point. Like a full box break. We did a 77 like repack, rack pack that, you know, was kind of a bummer because the best card in there was, you know, Bill Buckner, which was okay. LA Collection. Hey, I was just watching your video, LA Collection. You almost talked me into buying a Mickey Mantle card today, man. I was watching LA Collection's video, and he was giving some advice on how to go and get in the mindset to buy a 52 Mantle. And I'm not going to lie, you had me on eBay looking at Mickey Mantle 52 Topps prices. So, yeah, LA Collection, great channel. Mystery Box Friday, not a bad idea. I mean, we could rotate and do different things. It doesn't always have to be the same thing all the time. It could be a mystery box one Friday. It could be a wiffle ball the next Friday. It could be, you know, a retail review another Friday. It doesn't always have to be Friday, like the same thing. I'll still try to go live at least twice a week so I can connect with you guys. Let's see what else. Major League Hats made 1K. Very nice. Major League Hats was in here earlier, and I think he needed like 24 more. I'm glad that he made it tonight. Now, Donald, it's your turn, man. Now you're up to bat. Let's see if Donald can get there. Donald Blomdahl, trying to get to one. That's a big deal if you're a YouTube creator, especially like someone that makes as many videos as Donald. I'm sure Donald puts in hours every day trying to make his channel the best it can be. So once you get to 1,000, YouTube will start paying you for your work. But before that, you don't get any money from YouTube whatsoever. A lot of 77 for all you guys like 77. Only 6 more, says Andrew, for Donald Blomdahl. We're almost there, buddy. All right, so that's the first one that we have from Greg, who's somewhere in the skies above us. 6 more for Donald Blomdahl. Yeah, that was a great deal, Jim. $5 for the Andre Dawson rookie. He said, like, what do you want to pay for these? So I was like, okay. It's one of these deals. So I said $5 for the Dawson, $2 each for the Maddox, and he turned down the Maddox offer, which I thought was kind of a bit of an overpayment almost for off-center 87 Donruss Maddox cards, and accepted the 5 on the Dawson. Look at this. What are these? Michael Kors is the next item in Greg's package. And I mean, hey, Greg, you're here, man. Greg, are you up in the sky right now? I know you said you were catching a flight. I don't know if you got on your flight yet, but thanks very much. We're on the box right now. I really appreciate that, Greg. I read your note, and I'm going to have to reach out to you and talk to you about what you were saying to the note. I've got something that I'd like to tell you. Oh, sorry. I just woke up my wife. Greg W. just had a nice super chat, so I got excited. Sorry. This is the last one. We're almost done. And Donald Blomdahl just hit 1K as well. So Greg, I really appreciate it, man. LA Collection says buy the mantle and sub to Primant. Yeah, if you're thinking about buying a mantle, if you're on the fence, check out LA Collection's most recent video. And Greg, thank you very, very much. We just got, I don't know if you just tuned in, we just got through the 77 Topps box. And then I remember that you said read the note off the air. I got through like the first paragraph. So I'm glad to hear about your wife, and that's a really scary time, man. And I'd like to definitely, talk to you about some plans I have in private. Inside here, and by the way, Donald, congratulations on hitting 1,000. I know Donald was shying away from saying 1,000. He always called it $9.99 plus one. I don't know if you didn't want to jinx it or what, but you made it, man. You made it. You could say it now. You have 1,000 subs. You could be monetized. If you need any help or anything, just send me an email. It's pretty easy to apply for YouTube monetization. They'll look over all your videos and determine if you fit the criteria to be partnered up with YouTube. And usually, like unless you have like crazy stuff on there, you'll get approved for sure. Michael Kors package. I think that's your wife. So really appreciate that. I missed a super chat. I think someone said it. Did we get everybody? We got this super generous donation from Greg. We got LA Collection. And did I miss any other ones? I think we got all of them. All right, so let's check out what's in. Oh, there's Donald Blom says, thank you very much. Donald Blomdahl with the $1.99 donation says, thumbs up, a few more for a buffer. Thank you very much all for 1K. Donald, congrats, man. You deserve it. Definitely deserve it. Serious Card says, Donald, 1K. What a way to end FMF. Congrats, buddy. I remember back in October, Donald was in here, had just a few subs, and we finish off FMF. He hits 1,000 on the conclusion. What do we got here? We have some old cleats. Check these out. Pony cleats. Are they my size? Could I wear these? You still need 4. Yeah, that's another. Primate, thank you very much. That's another thing, Donald. I don't know where you're at in your analytics, but you need 4,000 watch hours as well. I shouldn't say 1,000 as an automatic. It doesn't say the size. These are. I used to have cleats just like this back in the day. Pony. There's another one here as well. This is a first. Getting some cleats on the channel. Makes me want to go back and. Oh, they're John Wathen game use cleats. How about that one? The cleats are size 10.5. I wear size 13.5, so they won't fit. John Wathen cleats. These cleats probably stole a few bases. John Wathen had the rookie record. I don't know if it's since been broken by a catcher for most steals. I should have knew it. John Wathen wearing pony spikes. Very funny. There's also a faint signature of Wathen. I've got it all now. I've got a John Wathen game-used bat. I've got a John Wathen autographed baseball. I've got John Wathen's game-used cleats. And I've got about 50,000 John Wathen cards. Very, very nice. What a way to end FMF with a nice John Wathen cleats. There's also a very faint signature of John Wathen on here somewhere. And she says that was worth the time to watch. There it is, John Wathen, who signed it in a very faint red washable Crayola marker, it looks like. But you can still see it, John Wathen. I should start a John Wathen museum. I definitely should. Need to kind of like, I don't know, reach out to that guy and be like, you know what? You're kind of a thing over on my channel. I don't know if you know it or not, but we've brought your name back on the map in the collecting hobby. So the Michael Kors bag, very cool. And the John Wathen autographed cleats, game used cleats, size 10.5. There's also some more stuff in here that we'll check out after I check out these two. Boomslang says you still need his cup. Do not give people ideas, Boomslang. And Primate says, need the Wathen jersey / pants. And Kevin Jones says, you have to make a Wathen shrine. I mean, I probably could make its own video, my John Wathen collection. I might be the only one that... I probably have the most Wathen memorabilia out there besides maybe John Wathen's personal family members. But definitely funny stuff. Let's see what else we have. We have some toilet paper, which I'm not going to show the word on there because of the YouTube I'm not going to say it either. Greg knows what it is, but we found a use for you, and this is some funny toilet paper. And I'm not going to say the name because of YouTube, but definitely a funny novelty item there. And we also have some slabs. Now, you guys like your slabs. There's some one-touch cards in here. They're taped. Oops, don't want to scratch up the one-touches. If these are all John Wathan cards, I could reuse them. Reuse the one-touches at least and put the John Wathans with the others. All right, I might have to... John Wathan is in his 70s right now. I'm going to have to probably individually cut all of the tape off of here. Give me a second. Just make it easier. Do these one at a time. Definitely made sure they're not moving around during shipping, which is good. That's one thing you got to worry about when you're sending cards in one touches. If the one touch is going to break open and like the card that's worth so much is going to bust out of there and get all messed up. I usually always put them in two team bags, one on the top, one on the bottom, put tape over them. So what we've got here, our first one, we've got John Smoltz. John Smoltz MVP card right here. That's not John Smoltz. That's the error card. John Smoltz, Tom Glavine error card. This card's pretty cool. So if you're buying 1990 Donruss packs, you could keep an eye out for this one. Great. These are all error cards. That's awesome. I was thinking about like getting a collection of error cards together to do like a video on it. And I mean, you just helped me do a lot of research right here. So thank you very much if these are all error cards. Like that card a lot. John Smoltz, Tom Glavine error card. It's kind of common, actually, Kevin. There's a ton of them out there. You could probably find them for like $1 or $2 on eBay, but still a cool error card. And, oh boy, we've got a bad word card. So for all the kids out there watching, which probably aren't a lot at 11:30 p.m. at night. Also, what else was I going to say? Like my analytics say about 3% of my watchers are kids. So I don't want to show the word in case there's a father-son comment, but there's a blank face card there with the bad word on it. We're not going to show it though, but that's a Bill Ripken. We're not going to show it. And then how about this one? Donald oh, got it covered up. Luckily, I wasn't zoomed in too close on it. Donald Trump blank face error card. Check that one out. That's obviously a novelty card. You can buy these on eBay. I've seen them before. I've seen Donald Trump 1989 Upper Deck rookie cards. Pretty funny stuff. That someone out there is... Yeah, it's the Sabo company. They make these, so you can check those out on eBay. Pretty funny stuff, the Sabo company. We have... Holy crap. Jono, are you here? Check this one out. My brother and I have been looking for this card for some time now. The Barry Bonds Johnny Ray error card. This is actually... The error here is... That's not Barry Bonds. That's Johnny Ray. My brother saw this at a card show at the National for 50 cents and like walked away from the table and forgot about it. And then we're like, wait a minute. And then he looked it up online and it was like a super valuable card, but very nice Johnny Ray Barry Bonds error card. Very, very sick. It's an actual card that's out there that you can maybe find if you pick up one of those team sets there. And Barry Bonds looks a little off. That's because that's actually Johnny Ray. That's amazing, man. Johnny Ray, Barry Bonds. Kevin Jones says, I have never seen that card. Yeah, it's a tough one to find. Johnny Ray, Barry Bonds, really tough. Like I said, you might find it somewhere, and it might be sold as like $1 card, and the person just might not realize the scarcity of the card. We have a 1974 Topps Willie McCovey. What's the error on this one? Let's see if we can figure it out. Willie Lee McCovey. What is the error? Is there a spelling error? We might need Greg to help us out. I don't know if he's boarded his flight yet. Anyone know the error on the 74 McCovey? San Diego, first base, Padres. Trying to... Oh, no more errors. Okay. Good thing you're still here, Greg, or I might be looking at this card for about 10 minutes trying to figure out what was wrong with it. Very nice. Willie McCovey, 74 tops. Like that one a lot. And then we have a 1969 tops, Don Drysdale. That's a beautiful card right there. Don Drysdale. My dad has his rookie card, 1957 tops. Drysdale had a nice career. And then we have a 68. It's coming out a little bit out of the one touch. That happens from time to time. Ron Santo, 1968 tops, all-star card. My brother just picked up his rookie card, 1961 tops. Oh, that's his last ever card. That's awesome. Getting the last ever card, that's always a good, a good thing to do. Get there first and last. Metalcore is back again. Says, again, another cool stream. Been lurking around here for 20 minutes. Metalcore, thank you very much. Metalcore likes his Pokemon cards. If you're a Pokemon fan, check out Metalcore's channel. Next up, we have let me get all the tape off of it. A 1968 Tony Perez. He's a Hall of Famer. Tony Perez, like that one a lot. There's the back for you guys. A 1961 Nellie Fox. Nellie Fox, definitely another great player, Hall of Famer, Nellie Fox. Then we have Richie Ashburn from, I always remember him from the Phillies. There he is in the Cubs uni. He actually has a whole, area of Citizens Bank Park named after him. It's called Ashburn Alley out in left field. Very, very nice. Metalcore says, I'm starting to look into baseball cards because they are expensive. You're not kidding, man. Depending on what you buy, they can definitely get up there. Then we have Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson. Let me get the tape off of it. Very nice looking Brooks Robinson card there. There's the back of it. 1964 tops Brooks Robinson. Beautiful card. I like that one a lot. Then we have a 1970 RBI, or 1970 tops, 69 RBI leaders, but it's a 70 tops card. Harmon Killebrew, Boog Powell, and Reggie Jackson. That's Reggie Jackson's second year. That would be Reggie Jackson's rookie card is 1969 tops. Parrot Head Paradise says, Ashburn is one of the most underrated players of all time, to be honest. He definitely did not get the recognition he deserves. We have a 1972 tops RBI leaders card of Frank Robinson and Harmon Killebrew. Also, Reggie Smith is on there, but these are the two main guys there. And Jer misses the 50-cent packs growing up. Yeah, man, me too. Used to love buying those. And if you were alive in the early 80s and 70s, you might have only paid like 70s. Those packs cost 15 cents a piece. Let's see what we've got. We've got Harmon Killebrew, 1972 in action. And we also have a 1975 Harmon Killebrew near the end of his career when he was a first baseman / DH. You can see the gray hair coming in on the sides. Get that tape off of it. This might be his last card. Here's the back of it. 559 career home runs. You can see that the stats were kind of winding down, hitting 240. Look at the average. 231, 242, 222 was about ready to call it a career for him. Killebrew's final card, said Kevin Jones. Final card for Harmon Killebrew. And is that the final card of FMF? That is the final ever card for FMF. There's still some other things in here, but that's the last baseball card. We've got 2 books left. 2 books. Pristine Auctions. Yogi Berra. It ain't over. Yogi Berra, of course, known for all of his crazy sayings, his yogiisms. Stuff like 90% of playing baseball is half mental. Am I supposed to open this up? Can I open this? It's an auto. It's okay if I open it, right, Greg? I don't want to destroy the value of it or anything. I think I can open it up, right? I kind of want to show everybody the autograph. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. I will carefully remove the packaging with my box cutter. Yogi Berra. So last time on FMF, last package from Greg, he sent us an amazing Mickey Mantle, My Favorite Summer 1956 autograph book, which I need to start like a baseball library. These books will probably have to get like an acrylic case or something to keep the kids from getting to them. But I'd like to put them on display. Have a little baseball library. We do have a not library, but we have like a book room in the house for the kids. And they always just take all the books off the shelves and throw them all over the place. They like looking at the pages of the books. They are definitely book fans, but I'd be afraid for them to get their hands on these. And Kevin Jones says, Killebrew's final card is a great way to wrap up FMF. Final card of a true slugger. Poignant. Kevin Jones, thank you very, very much for the nice super chat. I really appreciate that. And did I miss anybody else's super chat? I don't think I did. I think we got everybody. All right, let's check out the Yogi Berra auto here. EJ needs to label your books. Do not bring that up. My son EJ's on a labeling tear, labeling everything in the house. And one of these days, if I remember, I'll put up some pictures of his bedroom and what he's done to the bedroom. It's going to need totally repainted. Here's a picture of Yogi actually signing this book, possibly. That's pretty crazy. So there's the book right there. And there's Yogi talking to a young fan, getting the book signed. And there it is. There's the signature. So you can see it looks like that. He just signed it right there. And there's the Yogi Berra. There's his signature. And there is the authentication code from JSA. They're like the leading experts in authenticating signatures. JSA, John Spence, does all the autograph ones. That's I don't even know if I should read the book. I don't want to devalue it or anything. I don't know if it's a collector's item or not. Yogi Berra, definitely. I don't know. How old do you think he is there? Like in his 50s? Definitely a younger Yogi, maybe late 40s even. Well, this book came out. Let's try to get an idea. This book came out in, let's see if we can find the copyright on 1989. So this book came out in 89. And Berra, of course, finished playing, I don't know, like, when was Berra's last year? Probably like at least 20 years before that, if not probably more than 20 years, 25 years before Yogi Berra. Greg says that's the last book he had, 1989. Yogi Berra's last Topps card that I can remember is 1987 Topps. You might be like, what? 1987 Topps? Yeah, he's on the Houston Astros team leader card. He's on the mound talking with a pitcher. That's when Yogi Berra was a coach in 1987. If you ever come across that card, 87 Topps, Yogi Berra talking to the Astros pitcher out there on the mound. He's on the team leader card. That's the last card I can remember of him being in a Topps release. I'm sure he's probably had some Topps archives here and there. And the other thing in Greg's package is this book, St. Louis Cardinals, by Rob Raines, and a foreword by Joe Buck. So this one looks like it might also be autographed. Let's see who signed this one for you Cardinals fans. J&W is only 19 away from 600. Make sure you check him out. Everyone check out J&W cards. Did you decide when you want to... I sent him a package. Did you decide when you want to live stream that? If you decide, I'll put it out there right now so everybody can mark their calendars. And I will also try to get in there if my brother and I aren't out and about at flea markets this weekend. I know we're not doing anything tomorrow, but Sunday I have that huge break for Topps Update, so I won't be able to watch live if you're on Sunday or Monday. So I'll be breaking Topps Update for most of the day those days. I have a lot of cases of those. There's still spots available in the Jumbo. The Hobby is pretty much all sold out. Those went really quickly. I put the Jumbos on sale last night. Sorry if I'm being a little deliberate here. I don't want to damage the book. You never know who signed this. It's just going to be a surprise. All right, let's see if I can slide it out of here without damaging it. St. Louis Cardinals. I don't know if Missouri Cardinals is still here, but that's right in his backyard. Chuck says, it's going to be 8 hours Sunday and 8 hours Monday. I think Jumbo might actually end up being longer. I have 7 cases of Jumbo and like 5 cases of Hobby. J&W says, I'm not sure yet. I will definitely let you know. Maybe next Tuesday. That's not a bad idea, J&W. I know my brother will be live next Tuesday with his Turn Back the Clock Tuesday, but maybe we can coordinate it out with him and you guys can go back to back. Maybe you can just like piggyback off of his, like wait till he, how about this, J&W? Wait till he's done and then he can just we can just all follow over there to your stream. And Primate says, everyone check out J&W Cards. He does TTM videos, great content. Also check out Shane B and El Canon, more great folks in the community. Thank you very much, Primate. Make sure you guys sub to Primate and also J&W, Shane B and El Canon. I know J&W has that TTM series. That's great stuff. I wish I could do something like that. If I had the time, I definitely would. But he gets cards signed through the mail by older players, and he gives you a whole bunch of information about them. Basically, you're learning about these guys and looking at their signatures. It's pretty cool program he has there. Price on jumbos. Well, Art, I think the cheapest team is $8.99 for a jumbo break. I think that's like the Marlins maybe. And the most expensive team might be $50, the Mets. Check it out. The links are in the description. You can kind of poke around there. And our final thing here, our final item is the St. Louis Cardinals. Kevin says, you're a madman. We're never going to want to see update 2019 again. Yeah, Kevin. I might not either. But hey, Top Series 2, that was my longest ever break. And look what happened with that. That series is taken off. Everybody wants Series 2 now. And how about this? Stan the Man Musial. Stan Musial was born just about an hour away from here in Pennsylvania, in a little town called Donora, Pennsylvania, the same place where Ken Griffey Jr. was born. And that's the link to this area for Stan the Man Musial. One of the great players of all time, Stan Musial. I remember probably my most valuable card when I was a kid was a Stan Musial card. My dad had triples of Stan's 1962 Topps card, and he gave one to me, and I just thought that was awesome. And that was like the highlight of my collection there for a long time, my most valuable card. I forget what it was worth back in the day, but Stan Musial. And my brother and I passed through his hometown of Donora whenever we're going to flea markets out in Washington County. So, and there's the JSA authentication sticker. It's not anywhere close to Derry. It's the opposite direction, the Mod Beats. It's heading out west towards Washington, PA/Ohio, right on I-70. So, oh, we got a double signature, another Stan Musial signature, back-to-back Musials. That's pretty awesome. Stan Musial, 2 signatures from Stan the Man. And then we got a third little remnant of a signature, which is pretty cool. Stan Musial, awesome stuff. So, Greg, really appreciate that. And I will get into contact with you, Greg, about the other things that you'd mentioned in the letter. And that is it for Fan Mail Friday, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this series. The series went on a lot longer than I expected at the beginning when I started out. I just started out with some people asking to send me some cards, and some people said, hey, you should make this a series. And we did, and it just turned into this big thing. And now it's finally over. We are moving on to, I don't know, it'll open up 4 extra videos per month that I can, do different types of content. And I might do another series on Fridays. I'm not exactly sure yet, but it definitely will allow me to do some different videos. So I really appreciate all of you for watching. Everyone that has donated to the channel, whether it be via Super Chat or via cards or via just your time sitting here watching, I really appreciate it. I hope that you have the time to give this channel a subscription, as well as everybody else in the community. A lot of great channels out there. Thank you, everybody, for getting Donald Blomdahl to 1,000 and also Major League hats. And hopefully we will see you again on Sunday night, probably right around like 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern. We have a lot of boxes to open. Those hobby boxes of Topps Update take, I don't know, about 15 to 20 minutes a piece. We've got 5 cases of them. That's 60 boxes. So we'll be looking for autos and probably get a lot of relics and looking for all the rookie cards for all of you guys. So thanks once again, everyone, for watching. Sorry this series is ending, but when one book closes, another one opens up. So we've got other stuff coming your way. So thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all on Sunday night for our Topps Update break. Good night, and have a great weekend. Thank you, everybody.